The Supernatural Dogshit podcast is controversial and confrontational and may cause offense to some. Listener discretion is advised.
Good evening, one. Good evening, all, and welcome to the Supernatural Dogshit podcast. I am your host, Aiden Doyle, and in studio with me, we have Mr. Richard I Couldn't Be Arsed Quinlan.
I'm kind of arsed.
Last week you weren't arsed.
Oh, I'm not arsed tonight either.
Are you not? Oh, fuck you, and anyway.
Yeah.
He doesn't put the effort in.
He was
Never.
full of energy.
Was. Then the second I heard that music, it just...
Yeah, but like, look.
I was in my work clothes.
Is that plaster or tile cement or what the hell is that?
Paint.
Also in studio with us, we have Shamey the Bear.
Hello, how are y'all?
You did say just call you Shamey the Bear rather
Just
than...
call me Shamey the Bear, I don't really care for it.
This
is what I'm going with.
Do you know what happened there? I was going to say his name, and then I fucking forgot your name.
Sean.
Sean, exactly,
Sean.
yeah.
Sean.
I forgot, Sean Byrne. There we go.
Byrne.
And of course, we
Most
have the
vague
one,
name in
the
the world.
only, Mr. Daniel Boyne.
That's it. Hello.
We are all fantastic. Just because you're here, you make everything fantastic.
Actually, I'm fucking amazing. I can't help it. I charge €20 an hour.
I was
That's how we got him here.
I was listening to back through your podcast, the
Okay.
Pride podcast.
Yeah.
Because I know I edit them,
You do.
but I was listening to them and I really did enjoy them. But I noticed one word you use all the time. It's probably a little bit
I
of a
know what you're
stereotype.
going to say.
Go on.
Say it. No, you say it first.
Right, the fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic a lot.
A lot. In
And I
one.
will say I suppose as well a lot on it. So I suppose.
I suppose
Fantastic.
I'm fantastic.
Yeah, that's it.
There
Thank
you go.
Shamey.
In one sentence, you use the word fantastic 3 times.
Do
and I
I?
went, life must be fantastic for Daniel.
Well,
I use the word fuck.
that jury is still out there. But sure, look, I try my best.
Well, here's the thing. We are all here. We're all going to try. Daniel got a little bit miffed with me just before we started, and kind of
Because you're fucking after conning me, and that's all I have to fucking say, right?
He's going to get angry with me straight away because we are going to be talking a little bit. I did change my mind somewhat.
Oh, we're on camera.
We're going to, yeah, we're.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Mom.
That this view should be more flattering for us all.
Yeah.
Last week you couldn't see poor Daniel because you were sitting there.
No, you could see too much of me. It was the most fucking awful angle ever.
You should have just pushed the chair back a little bit and hid behind his man
I
breasts.
got loads of me, man. It works.
So, do you want to do our social media stuff for us? Yeah, wait, watch this. Let's go for it.
Come on now.
I did not prepare for
Fucking
this
read
at
it
all.
and don't take it prepared for shit.
He's giving it out. You can find us on Spotify, Podbean,
Jesus
whatever the
Christ.
fuck that is.
Do you know who was better at this stuff? Dan done it last week, and Dan, you added some amount of
Anybody is
energy.
better than me at this.
Okay. You can find us on Spotify, Podbean, Facebook, YouTube, and on www.supernaturaldogshit.com. You can also text us on our WhatsApp and the show at 085, don't know the number, blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
blah. Why doesn't Aiden say it's not written down here?
I should mention, I forgot to put the fucking number in.
Okay, so
It's
don't text
085
us.
2727
No, it's not.
What?
I went into the air shop the other day.
Right.
And the guy said you can't have the number back.
Faggot.
Yeah.
Sad times.
2727212 was a good number. We'll get a decent enough number.
Whatever the number is, my brother down home wants it because apparently he's going to give us a shit ton of abuse.
Oh, well, fine. This is going to be your job, by the way. You're going to have a laptop or an
I
iPad
don't
in
know,
front
man.
of you.
He can't even read out the social media.
No, yeah, I know.
I was dropped in the last second of this because I was not reading this while all you were. I was here just like
You were here for
Excuses,
half an
Shamey,
hour like I was.
excuses.
Yeah,
before
exactly.
the
Excuses.
It's all down to me because I have a really lazy week at the moment. So I'm quite happy with
So,
that.
Funny moment that happened just before. Daniel, you look like you're ready to jump
I
in
just
there
want
and
to
say,
say
go on,
something
go on.
really quickly. Michael, I can't hear myself or anybody. just so you know.
I can hear you though.
Yeah, that's good. But I
Is it completely gone?
Turn
Yeah,
up
I
your
can't
head.
even hear you guys. No, it's up. Look to the left. Hello,
Anyway,
hello, hello.
Michelle,
It's fine.
Michelle,
You keep
come on.
going. Sorry.
Keep going.
Actually, you keep it going. I'm going to
I'll keep one
sneak
ear
under the
out.
desk.
Right.
I do this every week. It's sneaking under the desk.
Always with Daniel as well. It's like a setup you have.
This is Kenny.
Sorry,
But
awkward
anyway,
again.
As I was saying, I am having a really relaxed week. Granted, I've been working away in the hospital, but it's been fairly relaxed. And apparently I'm boring this prick.
Yep. Yeah. And
Please.
you can't read out the social media. Daniel just jumped in there, did
Well,
it
I just jump in
fabulous.
again. So we are on Spotify, Podbean, Facebook, YouTube, and on www.supernaturaldogshit.com. You can also text us and WhatsApp us on 085, don't remember the number, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Someone else
We've
shouted
no
the
number
there
yet.
quickly.
That shouldn't have been written down.
Is it working
But this is
yet?
a disaster so far.
No.
I am
Yeah, it's
proud
all
that
right.
I'm
I'll figure it
bringing
out. I'll
this
keep one
disaster
ear out
this early.
for now.
Just when I was told, especially coming in, to make sure I have energy.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm back. Is that it? Yeah,
I can't
I'm
hear
back.
myself, so I don't know if I'm
There we
shouting.
go.
Yeah, no, you're
I'm
grand.
back. All right,
I'm
cool.
back, everybody. Okay, perfect.
Thanks for the head.
So that's our social media, and you can do all that stuff and follow us and listen to us.
You can also send your CV in for his job.
No, I think somebody just naturally fell into his job.
Oh, okay. Me? Do I have to do the social media? Okay, I'll do it next week.
Yes.
Right, okay.
You have the energy
I
for it.
scribbled out his name.
I will
over
do it
social
next
media.
week if I get warning on the topics.
Okay, so what I'll do is
Yeah.
we will all talk the day before the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
probably
have
the best thing
a
to do.
pre-production
No,
Just
meeting,
like a
most
quick
shows.
text will do me fine.
Well, I know your
Energy.
podcast is on the day after us.
The day after yours, yeah.
So, Aiden,
We'll do a group thing.
Yeah.
We're
what
planning
did you
things
do
out.
in the
I hear
last
a
week?
buzz.
What did you do in the
I was
last
just
week?
about to fucking say that.
Yeah, I'm still
Well, look, you got beat
we
there
do
because
wait.
apparently you're going too slow.
Hold on, I just had to cross Sean out there. You're not coming back on the fucking show.
It's been a pleasure, buddy. See you later.
So, lads, it's up to me to ask. Richie, did you do anything interesting during the week?
Yes.
What did you do?
Did a hip Thailand.
Oh, God. Every... Do you know what?
did
But
it
yeah,
fucking...
But yet I'm the boring one.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I'm the fucking
I
boring
make
one.
Thailand exciting.
Did you not do anything interesting? Give it a year. Tell me something. And he said you're unprepared.
No.
He got his hold this morning. He told us before.
That wasn't me.
That's something
I-
interesting.
my wife-
that was him. That was
Before I
him.
left-
No, he was last night.
Before I left this evening, my wife was like, Dad, I know you love doing your podcasts, but don't bring me
Okay, sorry.
and don't embarrass me.
Sorry,
and then
Richard's
Daniel
wife.
jumps in and does it for me, and I'm like, yes, it wasn't me.
That's another reason why you pre-production meetings. Nobody said I wasn't allowed to mention your marriage. So
So, apart from this wonderful sex you had, what else?
absolutely mortified.
He's
I
gone
love
red
it.
over here.
I know I'm in trouble, man. Like, know your kid and your mass wait till your father gets
Oh.
home.
Sorry.
We'll just hope that Katie's not listening.
She's
Please.
Katie, we love you. He doesn't mean it. We don't mean
Stop
to talk
saying
about
her
you.
name.
Actually, here.
Mrs.
My
Quinlan.
wife's
You
name
can
out your
say
mouth.
Claire's because I got given out to for not giving her name. Well, not really giving out to. She was saying she's absolutely fine with it.
Ah, okay.
Claire.
Well, I need to put the focus back on Richie, not on what we were just talking about. But did you have anything interesting?
No, I haven't done anything interesting in the last
Okay,
week.
And you couldn't have
Richie.
wrote this fucking thing down, something, in a year.
I bought 2 broken cars with the hopes of making one
Next.
working car.
Fucking
There
next.
you go. That's my life.
Shamey,
Hello.
have you done anything interesting during the week?
Just talked about it.
Oh,
Fuck.
Hold on, he figured something out.
my cat got an eye operation.
Well, no, yeah. I
He had to
mean,
get an eye tuck.
Not really interesting, is it?
No, not really.
but I mean, an eye tuck for a cat?
Yeah.
Well, just
An
kill-
eye tuck, like a tummy tuck for your
It's
eyes?
like an eye tuck.
I agree with him.
Right, okay,
Put
now
the
I
cat
get it.
down.
Okay.
Would you, what type of cat? Is it the big cat?
Big cat.
I know he's
you're
worded
a big Maine Coon.
Oh,
Maine
shout
Coon,
out to
yeah.
my boy Dave. He's like the biggest, fuzziest, classest cat in
The
the world.
type of cat he has, when you pick it up, it folds in half. It's that big.
That's good.
Check out his
Oh, that's
Instagram. It's
lovely,
Dave the
though.
Maine Coon.
Your cat has an Instagram.
My cat has his own Instagram.
You're a
My house has its own Instagram
giant
page.
pussy you are.
Check out Beautiful Brides by Katie. Check out all
So,
her Instagram.
yeah, Beautiful Brides by Katie.
She is an amazing hairdresser.
She is.
Not that I would know.
Fantastic.
We
No, she's
can
the
just
best.
move on.
So no. You had wonderful sex. So you just mentioned with Claire.
Yes.
So that's what you done.
Yes.
Anything else that you want to?
Not really, no. No, my week's been kind of quiet. I did read a new comic book, so
Oh Jesus! This is a segment
What
I'm
book
thinking of
was? What
dropping.
comic book was it?
Yeah,
I
I
read
would.
The Age of Khonshu. It is when Moon Knight just pretty much takes over all the powers.
And do you
Or
watch
gets all the
animes
powers.
as well?
A little bit. No, depends. I
Or
watched
mangas?
I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra.
The Last Airbender, no.
Oh yeah,
not
that's
the shitty
horrible.
movie, not the shitty
Oh,
movie.
right, okay,
No, the
that's
actual
okay.
You
series.
don't even like cool niche ones.
No.
Daniel,
Yes.
you are our last hope in this
Your
shitty
last
segment.
hope. Right, okay, what did I do?
What did you do?
Right, so after the podcast last week, I did my own podcast on the Thursday, which went well. It was our lesbian episode of I Talk Mullingar. Listen to us on Spotify. It was unfucking believable. Then on Friday, I did a gig in Drogheda, my first one since last September, and that was very, very good.
And your persona is?
None of your business.
Oh,
Did you not mention this on your podcast?
That's for my podcast.
oh,
for
he's dead
fuck's
I have
right.
to save
Yeah.
material for myself.
Yeah, but
and,
sell yourself.
Sell myself.
No, sell
Oh,
yourself.
What a way to say that.
Follow me on Instagram. Domino's my name, and I have my alter ego. Yeah, I just did a gig up in Drogheda for fundraiser for them. It was like a quiz. I was the quiz master to come up with all my questions and stuff, and it was great. I got to stay in a hotel. They put me up in a nice hotel. It was lovely.
So you had fun.
I did. Yeah, I did. It was nice. A different weekend. And
Was
then,
it a nice hotel?
It was fine.
Okay.
No, it was a lovely hotel. I was just in a very, very small room.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I get kind of claustrophobic and those things.
How many
and I thought-
stars?
I didn't look it up.
Oh shit.
I didn't
Well,
look it up.
I was in a 5-star hotel.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm going to use this opportunity now to give out to Danielle because I know she's listening.
Okay.
So
Poor Danielle.
I went to no. This you're going to give out as well. We went to see Bryan Adams during the week. The concert was meh. My
Yeah,
first
it's Bryan
concert that I've
Adams.
ever went
That's all
to.
he is me.
The biggest problem I had was I was standing there, we're looking up at the stage, and this is before the show started, and this is going to sound horrible, 3 Pakistani guys walked in wearing long jackets, and I'm going, Ariana Grande. And I said to Daniela, I said, can we just stand behind the pillar over there, just in case? And the whole gig, I'm looking over at these guys going, please don't even take out your phone, are they going to trigger something? I know, but I
You're
can't.
more likely to be the terrorist in Ariana Grande concert than 3 men in a fucking jacket.
Crazy white guy attacks 3 Pakistanis at Bryan Adams concert.
The thing is, well, they started to dance and have fun, and I'm standing there
you
worrying.
do at a concert.
At a concert,
How
exactly.
fucking
How
dare
dare
you
they?
have fun?
And were you just outraged that they didn't fit your ethnic profiling of them?
No, I was fucking chuffed. I
Absolutely
didn't get
fucking
turned.
was.
I was delighted I wasn't turned into flying mince.
The concert could have been absolutely fine. Or
Could have been. I wasn't paying attention.
Could have been better, but you were staring at 3 dudes.
Yeah, and you can ask Daniel. You can ask her. I turned around and said, "See them 3 over there," and she's who? And I literally took her head and I turned it in the direction.
You meant that so
I said,
awkward.
just see in between there.
Stop.
And she's like, you fucking idiot. You did. Obviously, they're not. But look, it's not my fault that I thought that.
Someone wearing a long jacket in Dublin.
Yeah.
You're-
I can't say I'm
maybe
racist
in
because
the 80s,
my best
but-
friend in the world is Pakistani.
Rizwan Amir Ali?
Yeah, that's him. You know, my best friend in the world, he's Pakistani. Love
The fact
Pakistani
that you
people. They're
have to
amazing.
say that?
Well, look,
See, the thing about Riz is, though, I don't count him as Pakistani.
he's Irish. Yeah, he's 100%
He
Irish.
came over here and he was like 100% devout Muslim, really close-minded, just pray every day and do all that
Right.
stuff. And then he just turned
Found
Irish.
weed. He found weed, started smoking weed, then he started having sex with women and men. We know about this, Riz.
And he's just been outed.
Oh, no, he was outed a long time ago.
That's how you do that.
No, he was outed a long time ago. But then we went to a hotel. We were in the Conrad Hotel in Dublin.
Oh, fuck, really nice.
And Daniela decided to spoil me. And she was like, this is a 5-star hotel.
It's a fucking nice hotel.
It's
You don't
really
even
nice
deserve
hotel.
to be in that hotel.
When you hear what happened.
You don't.
He doesn't.
when you hear what happened.
I just can't imagine you. Okay.
So we got to the hotel, then went to the concert, and then we went down to Niall Boylan after his show.
Okay.
And I decided to bum a lift off and go back to the hotel. Went back to the hotel. I took my nightly medication, and things got weird.
Oh no.
Can I just say you are a
Howard?
name dropping slut all the time?
I know, yes, I know.
No, my friend Niall Boylan.
I know, my best buddy.
So I have him in my phone as Gaiden Boylan.
Gaiden Boylan.
Actually, I have Niall on my phone as Niall Vagilan.
Vagilan.
He's a big pussy.
Niall Vagilan.
He's a big pussy.
But
But
anyway, how did things get weird?
so I woke up the following day with no memory of the night before, and there was broken glass all over the bedroom. Hold on, I'm being showed something.
For those who don't know,
Oh, yeah.
Aiden, this happens quite frequently.
All the time.
Yeah.
Come here. What did you do?
So a glass, apparently, I was messing with a glass and then that fell on the floor, and then I tried to get out on the balcony and climb over the ledge of the balcony, doing like a weird Michael Jackson thing, holding the
Oh,
baby
yeah,
over.
with
Baby
blanket.
blanket.
Yes, I done that. What else happened? Don't kill me, Daniela.
Can you actually like just picture that shit? still happening
Yeah,
now?
I can picture it. Daniela is blanket. Over the balcony.
She's going to kill me when I say the next bit.
Oh, God.
So, see this tooth here?
Yeah.
That's not real.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, years ago I got a like curb stomped out of me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it was a
Can't
random,
blame whoever did that.
random attack. They were stealing my trainers.
Just lift that phone off the table.
Awkward.
So,
Kept thinking it was my phone. I was like,
I literally took my tooth out that night, and I said to Daniela, "Kiss me, but find the hole with your tongue." Oh, sorry, Daniela. So sorry. Yes.
yeah, but back to you trashing the Conrad. What happened there?
Oh, and then I ended up putting loads of stuff. I went around the room stealing bits. I've slippers inside and all sorts. Yes, the
Slippers
Conrad.
is
I did
fine.
steal
Slippers
from the
is
guys.
Everyone steals
How
slippers.
comfortable?
Everyone does.
I stole the coffee.
Yeah.
You know the little
Is that
pods
how
of
we have
coffee?
coffee inside?
No, I don't even have one of those machines for that type of
Well, you're
coffee.
allowed to take them because they're complimentary.
Are you?
You're not allowed to take the rolls.
When you were
and
leaving,
stuff.
was there a bowl of apples?
No.
And
I
did you
had, like,
really
4
want
of those
them?
at my house?
Well, you're lucky. You should charge them to your card if you take the robes.
Oh, pay,
Yeah.
just cash.
Yeah, actually, the robes were very nice.
Yeah, the robes are always nice.
So
So
what-
always in a 5-star.
Did you take batteries?
No.
Did you take the shiny apples in the lobby?
No, but I was feeding the seagulls, and apparently I disappeared downstairs for like 20 minutes and then came back up. I've no idea what I did.
Nobody
Did you come
wants
up
to
with
know.
anything
I have
exciting?
no idea.
Did you come up with anything exciting? Did you just like randomly walk in and go, look what I found?
I don't know. I
My
have no
worst
idea.
behaviour in a hotel was in, what's that really fancy one in Wicklow?
What? Oh, this was at a wedding, was
Yes.
it? Yeah, I know exactly. Powers Court.
Powers Court. And it was at Shannon's wedding.
Yeah.
And I got really drunk.
Is this where you asked me to write down your sister's wedding?
No, that was a different story.
Okay.
But it was Shannon's wedding, and I was stumbling through the halls with a rag over my mouth, just keeping the sick in my mouth.
Oh.
And as soon as I got past the carpet into the bathroom, just
Nice.
Yeah.
So did
In
it stop
Powers
it, or did it go?
all was
So-
just squirting out. here,
Have you
there,
done that
everywhere.
then?
Done what? I actually never really get sick from drinking. That's the truth. Even when I was a teenager,
You said you never really, but
it's happened. But like, usually I go to bed, fall asleep, and I might wake up and get sick. I've never projectile on a night out.
That's
ever.
dangerous.
That's a lie. Actually, that is one.
there
Once
we
I
go.
did. Sorry, when I was in Greece.
Okay.
I was on the. This is actually. I call it my surprise vomit. So basically, it was on the islands in Greece. Went to the Irish bar called Sweet Irish. And it was about 7 o'clock in the morning. You walk out and it's all daylight. And I was like chatting away to everyone. It's great. And then the next thing, I just hose piped everywhere.
on top of anybody?
I don't know, it just went everywhere. I started running while hose piping because I was so embarrassed. That's the truth. And because you know the way you have a kind of a second's notice you don't feel well. I
Yes.
was like, great night. Zoom. Bye. Yeah, so I have. So
I
that's
would
a lie.
love footage of that.
Cleaner's
Well,
worst
I-
nightmare. Just see this guy
Probably
running and
is.
getting sick.
Exactly.
Something similar actually in Santa Ponza.
Have you ever projectile vomited
Yes.
after drinking?
Santa
You don't
Ponza.
drink.
I don't drink.
At all.
Around Christmas time or when me and Claire are out.
I love it. I drink for Christmas. I'm a
I
hot
drink
whiskey on
for
Christmas Eve.
Christmas. That's kind of that's about the height of it. Or a Bailey's coffee by my sister-in-law who makes a beautiful one.
Nice.
That's all I ever really care. And she almost forgot it this Christmas, but decided to bring it over, and which I thought was really sweet.
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
So-
So, you've never projectile vomited?
I have in KM's in Santa Ponza, and then I got kicked out by this black lad who
Have
was
you ever
6'7",
Ever stamped on a small
built like a
animal?
shit house.
Anything interesting?
Fuck no! What the fuck could I find?
So
I'd rather a story of you stamping a small animal.
You're just a prick.
he's an asshole. Have you not watched the previous episodes? Go watch episodes. Not right now.
I love it. It's like, I've never even heard of this.
Not right
I
now.
didn't till he told me,
But
actually.
our listeners, just after the show ends, go listen to the episode number 27.
And a shout out to Megan Gwynlyn.
Hi, Megs. We literally, me and him, I was sitting across the table from him, pounding the table, having a huge row with you. Kind of hoping to achieve that tonight, Richie.
No, not
me and
gonna
you,
happen.
bare chested, rolling across the floor, killing each other.
Just to
We
kick
got a
off
camera.
Pride Month.
Go for it, Daniel. Get him.
Staying out of this. You two want to beat each other up. That is all on
I
you.
think they want to beat each other off, not up.
Oh,
Finally.
yes.
Well done.
Finally.
The
Well
truth
done.
is
You have to
out
keep
there.
poking the bear.
That's
So
it.
the reason why I was telling the story about the hotel, do you know
Okay.
how much Daniela spent for one night in that hotel?
I would say 4 something.
680.
Yeah, it's the Conrad.
That's a bargain.
One night.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
One night.
It's a bargain.
I could have stayed. We could have flew to America for that money.
Be fair, accommodation all over Ireland's gone to shit.
You can't actually fly to America
Yeah.
because of Dublin Airport being a shithole.
Shannon still.
Yeah, but there's nowhere.
Shannon still
Yeah, but they
happens.
don't coordinate all the flights, like common flights. You could have 3 flights heading for Madrid from Dublin Airport, all in around 9 o'clock, and nothing from Shannon or Kerry or Cork Airport. Like they're completely underutilized. So the people from that part of the country have to drive to Dublin anyway.
Yes.
So let's use up some carbon to use up some carbon.
So I suppose I should talk about where we're at in the studio right now, because last week was all over the place, and I enjoyed it so much. It was just more of a everybody
chaos.
sit down and get it off
Yeah,
your chest.
you kind of like
Yes.
dropped it on us. Like I got
Yeah.
called
An hour
that morning.
Yeah, no, it was like 2
No,
hours.
I was the one who
before.
got the 2 hours before warning.
Ah, okay.
7
I
o'clock,
got,
yeah.
I got the morning. I was still a bit pissy because I was after coming off a night shift, and then I had to come in and
Oh.
do this. I know, poor
Oh,
me,
poor baby.
poor guy.
We should give it a shout out to Pierce
I was
Fox.
here covered
Hiya,
in
Pierce.
dust.
Hi, Pierce.
Pierce
Hello.
is
Down in Cork.
pharmaceutical biologist. Is it? Is that what he is?
Yeah, but now he's hiding out. He's being an art weirdo in Cork. For
He's
a
been a
little
super art weirdo.
He's
Oh, so
much
he's just
better
been
off.
a person from Cork.
Yeah,
Just
No,
a
he's
wanker.
not. He's not from Cork.
He's
He's
just
from
trying to blend
Kerry,
in.
remember?
He's
So
what?
He's from Kerry, so obviously he hates Cork. Do Kerry people hate Cork?
yes, have you been in Cork?
Sorry. I have been in Cork.
It's a
Actually,
shithole.
really, I think
Oh,
it's
is
quite
it?
nice.
Oh, is
It's
it?
not bad.
It's not
Where
worth the
my
worst.
entire family are from.
Fuck
Oh
you,
yes.
Oh yeah, man.
Fuck you
Welsh, you're
and
fucking
your
Welsh,
family.
Richie. We've gone up through this
Quarter
several
Welsh.
times.
Also,
You're Welsh.
I was told I'm only allowed to talk about sports once in this, but I'm going to break that. Kerry won the Munster final. I was quite happy with that.
Nobody else was.
Exactly.
Daniel, do you
of what?
Daniel, do you care about the?
Is that a sport?
Gaelic.
Oh,
We
a bit of the
absolutely
bit of the ga.
destroyed Limerick. And, you know,
Okay.
it was a good time. It was a good time. Good time.
Yeah,
I'm stopped.
that was the right time for the fart button, by the way. And he's frantically
Go on
looking.
now, Michael, wake up.
He's frantically looking for the fart button.
But see,
and-
I was kind of told I'm only allowed to talk about it once.
Wait for it.
So you can either take
Well,
it or
look,
leave it.
congratulations to Kerry on winning whatever final they won.
Munster.
Munster
It's
final.
not a final because they just do it again next year, man.
The GA
Well, no,
are a very
Cork-
wealthy
Cork won it.
association.
Last year.
They own Ireland. We won't
It's
get
a
into
complete
that.
construct.
They do, though.
They do own Ireland. Let's be honest
them
about
and the
this.
church own Ireland, and it's wrong.
Shout out to the Catholic Church.
So-
Shout out to the Catholics out there.
One of the Catholics and Christians. We go back to where we're at in the studio right now.
Okay,
Sorry.
So no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm trying to take some level of control
Yeah, no,
over.
you have to do that.
Yeah, I have to.
your job.
If I'm a prick, I'm a prick. I don't like this job though. I prefer.
I think it's
Being
That
a
job,
host is a
it
heap of
suits you quite
shite.
well.
I love sitting here. When I'm there now tomorrow, I'll be like,
Stressed.
Yeah,
it's so annoying.
you have to. As we said to you last week, you have to pick a character.
I'm going to just stick with the chill guy that you all hate.
Okay, fair enough.
Except Daniel.
Well,
I don't hate
he
Shane.
doesn't hate you.
I think
we
Shane's
hate you,
lovely.
yeah, but you've always hated me. Let's be
and our
honest about
listeners
this.
hate you.
Hi, thanks for that.
That's true.
So where we are at the studios now, we have 2 band practice rooms. This is why it's taken us so long. And Richie, as I said last week, LEDs. You know, that's where I'm at. I like to have things super fancy and sparkly. So one of the days we will give a virtual reality tour of the whole thing. We have 2 jam rooms there where people can come and they can practice their music and do whatever. I don't really care what you
Yeah,
do
but
there.
you can do it
as
later.
long as you pay me the money. I really couldn't care less. Also, we're going to be renting this studio out. We already have 1 customer,
Me.
and then we have another one from iRadio. I won't give the name out on air.
That's
Oh, the
exciting.
first
though. You
time
told me
ever
that.
you
That's
won't name drop.
exciting. That is exciting. I love it.
No, I can't because it's potential customer, and I want to get the bugs out because
Yeah, get
I-
them bugs out because they're all there.
I just can't. There are so many, but even
And what
tonight.
number do you ring to use studios down there to use the recording rooms?
085
Yeah.
something 7474 900.
We will get that
085
number
7474 900.
900,
It's like a
great.
porn number, isn't it?
It is. 500.
Did you ever ring one of those lines?
No, I didn't. They're all for
You have to
women.
do the 00.
All the ones on Sky were women with tits. There was no gay one.
There has to be a gay chat
Not on the
line.
there was probably online, but when you're young and you have the Sky for the first, something remember the Sky for the first time, there was no gay ones, so it's just all women with titties. What was it? Bubble? No, what was it? Oh, the really annoying one that all the people used to put on in the casino in town.
No idea.
Not a clue.
Bang Babes.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like a channel on Sky. At the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Call now.
Babe Station.
Babe Station.
Babe Station.
Yes, that's
it was in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So have you ever rang them, Richie?
No.
When you were young? Never.
No, but
like
I,
€5
there's-
a minute.
I don't know, it's like an Irish urban legend, but everybody knows somebody whose fucking son rang that fucking shit religiously for like 2 weeks until the bill landed.
To like £1,000 or
That's-
€1,000 and
that's your phone.
remortgaging the house to pay for it.
Oh, that's what fell.
I unfortunately got sacked from a job.
Oh.
Because of
'Cause of the
phone
bill you rang
sex
up on
chat
that?
lines. Yeah, I
Fucking
was working.
loser.
I was working in the civic offices in Dublin.
Civic offices,
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
In Dublin city centre.
I'd say worse things have fucking occurred in there now. to
I
be
was
fair.
I was a security guard there at night time.
Oh, okay. It was just-
Right, first of all, I'm a current security guard and I outweigh you by just a drop.
What? Where was that
just a
going?
bit. Like, I think you'd actually get battered now.
What, oh, okay. You're saying I'll be a
Yeah.
pussy as a security
Yeah,
guard.
yeah, yeah.
but I was young and fit at the time. None of us got that, by the way.
You're not paid to get hurt as a security guard. You're paid to just run away and call the guards.
No, let's draw the attention to what he just done there. Let's put the spotlight
It's
on
already
him.
gone past me, dude.
Well, I said
You've
he's a big
lost
tough
this.
guy.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, I'm not tough. I am a big cuddly teddy bear. He found that out last
Shamey the
week.
bear.
Shamey the bear.
I
So, you Babe Hit, was it Babe Station or Baby Tits? Or
I can't remember which one it was,
Baby Tits.
but
Dial-a-wank.
I spent 4 hours.
Oh, how much
4
was that
hours.
bill?
I don't know, but how much semen did I not have in my ball sack at the end of that?
That poor woman on the other end of that phone.
No, women. It just kept hanging up and just getting a new one. Yeah.
like. Did you?
Yeah,
was
I'd
there
ask
a
them
break?
really nasty questions.
Was there a break between each call, or was it just like?
Oh no, I just ring them back after 5 minutes when my dick wasn't as sore.
That's
Basically,
fucking-
that was it.
That's heinous, man. That's heinous.
I thought you said it was anus.
No, I'd say
It's fucking.
There was
1 2.
anus.
you just hear what you want to hear, man.
Yeah, I do. What was it you said at the start of the show?
I said you have your clock up.
Yes. Now, how could I not misinterpret that when
Just so
Because
everyone knows
there's
there's a
fucking
clock behind
and
his
he's pointing
ear.
at it. It's not like-
Oh, you have your clock up, and he thought I said something
And
else.
he kind
He
of jumped
pointed
back
at
with
it.
surprise.
I'm going deaf. I actually am genuinely going deaf. Did I remember telling? Oh, I should inform all our listeners. So, I don't hear things well anymore. I went to the doctor's surgery there about 6 months ago. Do you remember this, Richie?
Yes.
And one day I was told, oh, you have a lump in your lung. I was like, okay, fair enough. You're also losing your hearing. Okay, fair enough. And then there was something else. I have no gallbladder.
The gallbladder thing was 6 months ago.
Yeah, no
So you
gallbladder.
weren't born with a gallbladder.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
It is really fucking
That's
weird.
really weird.
Then I have the Arnold Chiari malformation,
Yep.
lung disease.
Yep.
What's the other thing with your back? Your
So
spine.
you're fucked, basically.
Oh, I'm fucked from head to toe.
Spina-
Head,
spina
spina
bifida.
bifida, spina bifida.
You've spina
occulta,
bifida?
occulta,
Oh, wow.
which
what-
means there's a space missing in my spine.
Well, we call it 7 suicide attempts.
Oh yeah. Would you like to hear my funniest suicide
No,
attempt ever? It's hilarious.
Is this
I promise
real,
you.
this
It's real,
story?
yeah.
Oh, God,
yeah. So
okay,
this is
right.
100%
You
real.
told me.
Oh, man. Get ready with that fart.
yeah.
No, this is actually hilarious. So, uber fucking depressed, feeling sorry for myself.
Sorry I brought it up.
I took a sleeve of... no, I didn't. Sorry, no. So I drank half a bottle of vodka and I went to the press. And I went, what pills are in here that I can swallow?
Okay.
So I just found this pack of pills. I went, 24 pills on the card. That'll kill me, no problem. Drank, fine. Woke up about 6 or 7 hours later going, why am I not dead? It was the pill. The pill.
I shouldn't laugh, but that's actually funny.
The fucking pill.
Okay,
No
so-
wonder I have
Yeah, the
these bad
man
boys.
So basically, you weren't getting pregnant for a while.
No, not at all. And I was very hormonal for a while after that.
Yeah,
Sitting in the
like,
house all moody. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually very damaging for men to take the,
It is,
the
yeah.
female pill. Very damaging for the system.
Is
Yeah.
it estrogen?
No, it blocks what hormone in their body again? It blocks to stop the egg thing. Don't
no
ask me.
idea.
I'm gay. I never had to take it.
well-
or worry about anyone in my life taking it.
On that bombshell, Michael, get ready with the button over there. We're going to go to Richie Shit Heap.
Oh,
Yeah,
Come on, now,
here we
Richie,
go.
get it together. Do
Come on,
this.
Michael.
Weird headlines
No.
from around the world.
what a...
I'm not going yet.
That's even worse.
be a story, not even a peep. That's why it's going on Richie's Shit Heap.
I liked that.
Let's see how unprepared you are now.
So, what's on this side?
Nothing.
No, it's not there either.
No, you pick your fucking shit heap.
So basically, the shit heap. I think there's only one thing that really deserves to go on it this week, and that's this monkeypox bollocks.
Okay.
I know very little about it.
Everybody does. That's why they're picking it. It's just like, oh, the teeth get skinned. It's like, stop.
Can anybody tell me the origins of this monkeypox?
Africa.
Probably monkeys.
I know that sounds very, but I read about it. It's been in Africa for years. I think.
But like the whole thing about it is, it's like this whole constant scaremongering thing. It's like second Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine, it was like COVID was over for us.
We don't hear about Ukraine anymore either.
Don't hear about COVID anymore either.
To be fair, they're like
it's like literally a nursing home problem now.
Well, COVID, is
That's
it?
it. Yeah, nursing home problem.
Monkeypox though terrifies me because you get very badly scarred from it. It's like
All
massive
pox,
giant
like chicken
warts.
pox.
Well, like it's no,
pox,
like your chicken pox, like dots of spots.
Yeah, but
like you
all
scratch
pox
too
leave a
much.
scar.
Yeah, no, but these are like big lesions on your face and your nose and your hands, and I don't want to.
But the thing is, if it's passed only by skin to skin contact, and 4 people in Ireland have it.
yeah.
Come on.
Well, they're trying to blame the fucking gays for it as well, so fuck off, everybody.
no,
is that what they're doing?
Too. It's bullshit. Oh, it's more prevalent in gay men because blah 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 blah. The usual shite.
No,
So are
they're
they?
saying
Are they trying to say that
they're
straight
tagging-
women and men don't have sex just as much as?
No. What they're tagging it to is gay orgies. Is how it got broke. I was wondering why the cigarettes were disappearing.
No,
I
some
was reading
idiot
the same
somewhere
It's just
decided
the
to blame
media.
the gays for it again, because then you can blame us and feel more secure. in
Do you know what
yourselves.
idiot said it?
I don't know exactly. I just know that we were, to be honest, there's a bit of a worry about 2 weeks ago being like, fuck, this is going to be like the HIV pandemic part 2, where people are going to start blaming the gays for monkeypox. And thankfully, some very intelligent professor in America said bullshit and released a whole lot of facts, and it was like, no, it is not.
Stupid question.
Basically, it just happened. Basically, a gay orgy happened to cause a little spread of it, just one. So it's like, oh, it's a gay thing.
Oh, what were you saying, Richie?
Bullshit.
The whole thing about any thing coming now from the media, nothing to do with a pandemic, or it's like when Donald Trump left office. They just have this massive vacuum now they need to fill because they don't want to talk about Ukraine because it's not going the way they wanted it to. And then you have the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, which just took over the whole fucking world.
Which is so entertaining. But go on.
It is, but it's over now, and she lost. So yeah.
Well, it was obvious going to lose.
But
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
which is how bad. It's 10 million ain't too bad for her, like. But the monkeypox thing, I think it's just a whole load of
Right, somebody
arse.
answer-
There's
I-
too many
this-
people on the internet now that are fucking little medical
Well,
experts.
people are nervous after COVID, to be honest.
They
We're
are,
all
and
kind of
this kind of-
PTSD.
This is what I was
from
just
the
about to
2
say.
years. Is this going to be another one? Experts do believe that because of our population size, there will be another COVID in the next 10 years that will lock us all up again. And people are thinking, will it be monkeypox?
Experts.
Well,
Look what the experts done so far.
Look at the
This is
experts
not a
running
COVID
Dublin
episode, so
Airport.
YouTube, if you're listening, this is not a COVID
No,
episode.
it's a
We're not talking
monkeypox
about
episode.
But with this monkeypox, stupid question. I know you said, it came from monkeys. Did somebody shag a monkey? Somebody get bitten by a monkey? I've no idea.
But I could have just
Isn't that the
literally
original
rubbed
spread of
against a
HIV?
monkey.
Some dude.
It's a
fucked the
skin
monkey
to
in
skin.
the
we're not
jungle.
going to go into
I'll let Sean.
that
What was that, Sean?
Isn't that like the I suppose urban myth? Some dude fucked a monkey and
AIDS, yeah, that's
AIDS.
yeah, that's a
Yeah, it
bullshit.
wasn't that some dude ate a fucking bat. It's just some bullshit story. These
Yeah.
are
Have
the
we
viruses
found-
that were created in labs.
yeah, 100%.
Have we found the origins of it?
Of monkeypox?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like patient zero.
Yeah,
To be
no,
honest
they-
with you, I'm ignoring it, so I don't know.
it's been around since like the 20s.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's probably when it was first documented. It could have been around since fucking Methuselah. You
It's
never
like
know.
measles and it's like the regular chicken pox. That's what it's just
We're
happens
human
to be
beings, and
spreading
we have to
across
get
the
over the
world
fact
now.
that
We're
we're
going to
mortal.
get sick.
Yeah, so why are you so annoyed with monkeypox?
Because it's just fuck off. Get away. I'm sick of the news. Anything to do with the news.
So
And
the
that-
shit heap should be the news.
yeah, the news.
Well, the
fucking
news
media.
is mentally exhausting because it's literally run by a bunch of fucking
How are you supposed to
idiots.
believe it?
No, it's not
It's
idiots. Psychopaths.
Yeah, it's not about believing it. It's just it's very angled, as Richie said, in a certain way to just really fucking attack
Fear-mongering
your brain
constantly.
all the time. And then you have people in society
And it's
who
the 24-hour news
follow
cycle
it
thing
and
where it's
feed
like
into it.
like really important stories
Yeah.
fade out.
They
real
do fade
fast.
out. Absolutely.
Well, with this, I years ago said something about when conspiracy theories really took off because of 9/11. Like they really got out
9/11
there.
is a conspiracy theory.
See, that's
But
the
the
thing.
term was coined
I've-
by the CIA.
It was, but I watched so many videos bunking and debunking 9/11 that I went, this one is support. The evidence is amazing here to say that
Well,
it
some of them
was
are
a
bullshit,
conspiracy.
yeah.
And then over here they're debunking this, and that's great information as well. And you watch so many of these videos, and you just don't know who to believe because both sides
Yeah,
have
it's like,
evidence.
It's like you're looking at it, and depending on what way your algorithm works on your YouTube, you might never see anything that would go outside of your bias.
No, but just look for it. Even if you look for the answers, the opposite side of the argument.
Oh, yeah.
They have excellent answers, and
Yeah,
who
it's
do
like
you believe?
50.6 and 49 point
Well, basically,
4.
every
Like, it's
engineer
so
in the
tight.
world said that building could not have collapsed in itself, that it is completely physically impossible for
But
it
even
to
the way
go
you
down
see it
the
just
way
go
did.
Yeah,
vroom.
that's
It only a section of it would have collapsed in on top of itself.
And-
Maybe a bit fell off, and they would have left actually several floors. It perfectly went down like a fucking stack of dominoes.
Twice.
Yeah, twice exactly.
Three times.
Yeah.
No, that was
Building 7.
Yeah, but the two
Oh
towers.
my god, that is so funny. Building 7, someone pressed a switch there. I'm sorry. It's just like a stack of fucking bricks.
So didn't that dude, the guy who owned the Twin Towers, he said pull the building, or what was the words
Yeah,
he used?
something like that.
And like 2 or 3 minutes later, the building fell down. Actually, one BBC reporter said, and Building 7 has collapsed.
20
blah, blah,
minutes
blah, blah.
before it
seen
happened.
that one.
And the
Before it happened,
the building's
yeah.
behind her.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, you stupid bitch.
Yeah.
You know, obviously that was a
But
huge
that means
mistake.
that more people were in on it than we think, more lay people, if that makes sense, because she's our only reporter.
Yeah, but like the thing is, all the first responders that day are dead now.
Not
They
all of them.
But the majority of them all got
If they're
cancer.
not dead,
Yeah, from the
they're
asbestos.
dead.
Asbestos
Whatever
and
dust was,
and stuff,
there was some
yeah.
super dangerous dust that anybody who survived the initial collapse of the towers succumbed within a couple of fucking months and years to cancer, and the rest of them are still all.
Well, you know that
up in
specific cloud that you see coming out of the Twin Towers?
In the shape of
There's
a
only
devil?
one other time, sorry.
In the shape of a devil?
Oh yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
actually. Yes, there was the devil's face. Now. But there's only one other time you'll see that type of cloud, and that's when a volcano erupts.
Oh,
And it's called a
pyroclastic,
pyroclastic
yeah.
cloud.
Pyroclastic
And it's like super poisonous. I don't know how more people didn't die after.
Yeah.
You see them running
initial-
through the streets and it blowing up behind them. Like.
How scary would that
Imagine
be?
the noise of it though, how loud it was as it went down.
Well, here's the question.
Because I don't think a camera can ever, like the
No.
noise of that falling.
Clips out.
Yeah, like mental.
Here's a question though. If you had the opportunity to go back in time and stand there and witness that, would you do it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is that? Why would we want to
Well,
stand
there's
there and watch
something
that
very
tragedy?
mighty
See it
about
for
the
yourself.
two of them falling. Like they're
As-
these huge buildings. There's something kind of almost epic about
But
them
there's people
falling.
going inside
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
awful. But like, I suppose I'd want to go back and see anything like that.
You got an itchy armpit?
Sorry, yeah.
You're not going back and interfering
You
with it. Like.
wanker.
You're not,
happened.
you're not
Yeah.
interfering. But I think just as me, I just like watching disasters.
Okay, that's
No,
dark.
people do.
They
Like,
do. Car Crash
Yeah.
TV
They
sells.
do. You know,
I do love watching videos of tsunami
that's
in
kind of-
Thailand.
that's
I
what I
love
wanna,
watching
like,
that.
it's
Crazyshit.com.
Yeah.
Did anybody else see that? Did anybody
No.
at home see what he just did?
Spat in the cup and put my fag out. in it.
He was putting a cigarette in the cup. And
Good idea because it wasn't smoking.
so you spit.
Yeah. I don't swallow.
So we're
Oh,
we
God.
own. Is that time already?
It is. Yeah.
No, keep going.
No, we're on a topic. We're doing well. We're doing well.
Actually, I
Aiden.
would like to continue on the
There was something you
conspiracy.
were going to say.
No, yeah, probably random shit at this stage. Now back to the conspiracy stuff with 9/11 because I was a huge fan of that. But later on, I did watch stuff debunking it, and it made perfect sense. You said that a building has never collapsed like that before,
Can't
and
actually
engineers.
collapse like that unless it's engineered to be fall like that.
Yeah,
to fall
but
like that.
engineers have come along and they have said yes. Some engineers have said yes,
Okay.
others have said no. So who am I supposed to believe when I'm not an engineer?
Well, then other engineers did say that they're designed that way because if anything did happen, they could fall on top for
Instead
least
of-
damage rather
yeah.
than falling in on top of other ones. But
It's hard to know.
yeah, it is hard to know.
You
It
just
is.
can't trust
But the
anything
world
with them Yanks.
is very much pre and post 9/11, like very much.
Yes.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the States, America is very much post.
And that's what
pre
would push you to
9/11.
think that it was a
Yeah,
man-made
and
event.
and a lot of them are really, really traumatized by it to this day. And a lot of the manic, crazy shit that comes out of America is because of 9/11, and the paranoia especially is because of 9/11.
Well, Richie, what's your favourite conspiracy theory? He's a conspiracy nut, by the way.
Oh,
What is it? Space lizard, paedophile
Oh, I
alien?
love the
Oh,
lizards,
yeah.
the Illuminati lizards. I love that one.
I gotta love it. Aside from the lizard people, I'd have to say that my heart goes out to them because they keep getting me, and I keep watching the videos. The flat earthers, man, they're hilarious.
I know they're hilarious, but you know, there was one or two times I watched videos and went, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you realise this guy's not an engineer.
yeah,
But
no.
some of the videos do make sense. Like, what's that fucking thing called? A gyroscope? You know,
Yeah.
gyroscope? If you're in an aeroplane, you should see that gyroscope move. Because an aeroplane, if we have a globe, if the aeroplane wants to travel around the world, it has to travel around the world. If it kept flying straight, it would fly out
But
of
it
the
doesn't fly
atmosphere.
straight though. Plane constantly goes up and then it goes down.
And yes, exactly. But in the video that they were showing, they had a gyroscope that never moved. It was just flat.
Yeah, no, but see what these people are
it was
failing
a
to
broken
realise. is
gyroscope. That's all that
We
was.
are on
You
an
put a magnet
oblate
at the end of it and
spheroid.
it's stuck in one spot.
We're on an oblate spheroid
Yeah.
and spinning, and you have to remember the gravity of the planet. We're also sitting inside our own gravitational wave. So no matter how flat it may seem to you, it spends with space-time.
And you can see the curve of the Earth in some places.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
The salt
you can.
plans
It's
in South
irrefutable.
Africa.
It's just precious to watch these people
is,
explain
it
it,
is.
and then they get you, and you're
Well,
like
then what
listening
thinks at
to a
the end
madman.
of the world if
the
it's
one-
flat?
It's
What?
the
What things
ones-
at the end of
The
it if
firmament.
it's flat? Oh, right. Okay, is that what they think is that?
Some
Okay.
people said an ice wall.
Yeah,
a
no, the
massive
firmament.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
right,
then there's
okay.
videos of like underwater rivers, and they're like, "This is the firmament." Like, there's
the
there's so many
under-earth.
limitations to how far we can go.
Did you see the super mega volcano under
You're obsessed
Antarctica?
with this under Antarctica. I thought that was proven years ago, though.
No, they only
wasn't
found it
that?
here this
Okay.
year. There's like a mega volcano under all of Antarctica.
Ready to melt all that ice.
But that's what I was thinking. How's the fucking ice not melting?
It could be
Well,
very,
it
very,
is.
very, very, very deep into the ground.
Very, very, very cold. Or very,
Like the
very
ice
hot.
is only surface level, so
It is, yeah.
you think of it that way.
Yeah,
So.
maybe it's just coming out and going.
But there's millions of volcanoes around the world. They're all under the suns in the sea. They're on the tectonic plates.
Look, if it goes
they're
off,
everywhere.
it fucking goes off, man. There's
And
nothing you
here's,
can do about it.
here's the thing. You know, the man are taking over where volcanoes left off with CO2.
Oh, right.
Because
Okay.
volcanoes erupted a hell of a lot more
I thought he was going to say with
years
killing
ago.
people. I was like, yes.
Say that again? I said, what?
I thought you were going to say with killing people. I was
Oh, no,
like,
no, no.
yes.
No. So basically, the volcanoes, we thank them for the atmosphere that we have because CO2 is heavy and it
Yeah.
doesn't have the escape velocity to get outside the atmosphere, blah, 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 blah. I know this bores people because Richie just rolled his fucking eyes at me.
Not that I know, but like everybody else would be like, "Shut the fuck up, Ed."
But the point
Aiden,
is,
the geologist.
they started to slow down, the volcanoes did, and they're not erupting as much as they did. And we're not producing half as much carbon dioxide as what they would have. So we still have an atmosphere. I'm not really a
And
big...
another, just off conspiracy theories, my new favorite thing as well is alternate history theories.
Oh, right.
What's
so
that?
It's like, you know, like Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson and all those.
Or
dudes,
the
like,
Bible.
Like Göbekli Tepe. And
The
like,
Bible.
even
Yeah.
Frank went to those pyramids in Bosnia, the Pyramid of the Sun in Bosnia. Like these predate the Egyptian pyramids
Okay.
by like really long times. Like, so they reckon there was an ancient civilization on Earth. And
Have
there
you
was
guys seen the Göbekli Tepe?
No.
Why he's talking?
this ancient fucking symmetrical,
Okay.
more detailed than Egypt and older.
And what? John Hancock?
Graham
like the
Hancock.
Predator
Graham
movie.
Hancock.
But he has all these books out, and he's all into ancient Egypt and stuff. But there's like a lot of stuff. Like he points out the fact that there's so much bias in like the upper echelons of like how you peer review people's theories
Okay.
and stuff. Like how all like their history is set in stone. Like they have these ideas that they're married to, and if you come in threatening their ideas, they just wipe your work.
Well, that is true.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That,
That is
happens
true.
It
even in your
happens in
job.
every industry,
It
but
happens
like
in everything.
in the history game, it's a big deal because
So-
you're erasing somebody's whole career when you come up with some new fact or new
Okay.
discovery. Like
Same.
Shamey the Bear.
If you prove
But-
someone's theory wrong, you're
What is your
that was a
favorite?
fucking.
That was it. It's one of them
the man was
situations
not
that we said
done.
last week. I don't know when you're finished. Your stories fucking drag on.
Ladies,
Yeah, they
ladies,
do.
They just
please.
drag on,
But
drag-
they're
look at-
interesting.
He's now grinding his teeth over
They're
here.
No, I'm licking my. I
Interesting.
do my like when I'm tick thing.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, what he was talking about was interesting, so you know,
Well, it's
I
me.
understand.
Well, 2 seconds before he started saying about something interesting, he went to me and rolled his eyes. When I was saying something fucking interesting. So, fuck you.
He brought up history. History's always interesting.
Okay, what's your favourite conspiracy, Mr. Shamey the Bear?
I think it is just 9/11
Okay.
because I've watched. I've watched. So,
9/11,
I know. I know it's
9/11.
straight back to, and I'm sorry, but I just watched so much of, you know, that it was an inside job site. I've never actually watched anything from.
So what is the theory there? It was Osama bin Laden's family worked with George Bush's family in the CIA and all that to bring down the towers to change.
Yeah.
And some Saudis were involved.
To, yes,
Israelis.
to change.
The another part is America owed money to the Saudis, and because there's some way of getting it from that, they had insurance on it.
Oh,
So
yes. Yeah, I've seen this. That's
Well,
what was
Donald
that?
Rumsfeld, yeah.
There was,
Yeah,
wasn't there a documentary called Follow the Money or something?
Follow the money, yes.
Yeah.
Because the guy who owned it or fronted it didn't actually own it. He owed a load of money to people, and he was high up in America, so there was just a way of paying them back. So it's kind of like the White House. The White House
Yeah,
is
then the dude
technically owned by China.
Then they come out into the Pentagon and said there was something like trillions of dollars missing from
That
the
was
budget.
the Secretary of Defense came out on the day before and basically said there were so many trillions missing from the
Yeah,
Pentagon.
was that Donald Rumsfeld said that?
Was Donald? That was the black guy, wasn't
Whoever it was.
No, that
didn't-
was. Oh, fuck him.
it? His name is out there.
Yeah.
Google it. We
But
can't do
that's
it.
it's the whole thing. Like that's like Fort Knox is pretty much empty. There's one room that they
What's
show
the
to
smoking
everyone.
gun in 9/11?
No idea.
There has to be a smoking gun.
The termite.
The termite that was found?
Termite,
Not
yeah.
really a smoking gun, is it?
It is.
They could say it was in the building material somehow.
Not that much.
No, there was they found
Pennsylvania.
There was
found some
barrels.
The
barrels.
plane that crashed.
There was barrels of termite in that
Flight
building.
United 93, was it?
That was Pennsylvania, yeah?
Yeah, they fell down.
Smoking gun.
down.
There was no plane. It vaporized. When has a plane ever
No, the
vaporized?
Pentagon is a smoking
No, I
gun
thought the
on
two
that.
that went into. I thought the ones that went into the Twin Towers and the ones that went into the Pentagon, they vaporized.
No, there was bits of that plane found.
was
The
there
landing
loads
gear.
of stuff left on that one in Pennsylvania.
Nothing.
But Rolls Royce even said they weren't their engines off that plane.
That was on the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Pennsylvania, there was a hole in the ground. That's all there was. You
Yeah.
can look at the old footage.
Sorry, I was trying to.
And there was no fire.
There was no fire, just smoke coming out of the ground, and not a pick. I mean, not this much of an aeroplane was found.
And that's never happened before.
Never. You can
Or
drive a
since.
plane at 1,000 miles an hour into the ground. You will still get debris because those engines are made from titanium.
There's loads of bits.
Well,
that are really,
a lot of the plane on
I
impact
want
is
to say it
meant to
wouldn't be in
break apart.
bits, but there will be something left.
Of course there would be. So to me, that was the smoking gun. And the second smoking gun was the hole that was left in the side of the Pentagon before. So all the video that we see of the Pentagon.
I love that video. It perfectly lands on the driveway up to it and just goes in really gently.
And,
into
ju-
front.
and just stops
Not
at where all
possible.
the records were.
Yeah, literally just really
It was-
gently
it was the
and
records.
lands
Oh,
in.
you couldn't do it
Land
because of the
and
ground
all.
effect.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
When
what I
you
was
fly
thinking
a
of.
plane at that speed, because he wasn't coming in at
Would've
landing
bounced
speed,
off
he
it.
was, it would have sucked it into the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gee,
You can't fly a plane that close at that
Okay.
speed to the ground. There's something that size.
But the original, people don't see the video. That wasn't even a video; it was a photograph, wasn't it? So basically, there was a guy who went, "Oh fuck!" Something just crashed into the side of that. Click and took a photograph. And there's a hole in the building. This is pre-collapse. There's a hole, maybe 20 feet by 20 feet. Would you say so?
Yeah.
A perfect circle inside the building. Then the footage that we see on the news is the building after collapsing.
Yeah.
There wasn't a shred of evidence that wings had hit that building. It was a perfect circle. The wings and the engine would have
It's like
smashed
just
through.
there
that.
was an
plane
overlay.
Just stops.
It was
It burns 6 stories and a couple of offices in where a load of records were held.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they hit the
That's-
records department, yeah. But the whole thing about it is they got a graphic overlay of what plane it was and laid it over the building, so everything was scale 1-to-1.
Okay.
And it's like, where is the plane? There is no plane.
Because you would have had two lines.
There would have been a mass.
where the
You wouldn't be
things
able
went
to
in,
see
okay.
anything. It
And
would
at
just
the
be a
speed-
pile
It's a
of wreckage.
conspiracy theory.
It is, but you know, and the engines are the most solid part of the plane.
Yeah.
The fuselage just crumples. It's aluminium. It's what our cans of Coke are made out of. So, Daniel, favorite conspiracy theory?
Well, my favorite conspiracy theory is that we all live in a simulation, and that we are
Like
not
Matrix type thing?
Yeah, that we're all that. Somewhere along the line, the world ended, and we're all actually don't realize it, and we're living in a simulation that we created, and that's why.
But if it ended, how are we in a simulation?
a
Who's
spaceship.
to say that it ended in a bomb or the planet was destroyed? It's just apparently we're all dead, and there's really cool like TikTok videos of where like people glitch.
Okay.
And like people in restaurants are going like this, and it's just really fucked
That's
up.
Tourette's.
And it was 2012, wasn't that it? That whole thing in 2012 is the world did end, and we're all in a simulation or in a collective consciousness. And that's why the world hasn't been the best since 2012. To do with the rise in social media is actually our brains connecting to each other in this simulation.
Yeah, it's not doing very well.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's even the whole side of that is the people with mental health. It's that they're trying to break out and
Yeah, all the rise and everything we're seeing, like in the last few years, all the Black Lives Matter, all the gay rights, all the mental health issues, all this kind of hysteria that we're kind of heading towards doomsday, is because we're in the simulation and we're trying to break free.
Well,
There's-
you can
there's
call it a
certain
simulation
people.
because we're so disconnected from real life.
Yeah, that's it. True.
They said that there's a mathematical equation that you can do to prove whether we're in a simulation or not.
And did they run it?
Oh,
I think so. And they said no.
okay.
no, they couldn't prove that we weren't.
But
No,
did you ever hear of
they
the,
couldn't prove we weren't.
was it the 24-hour theory or last Tuesday theory? Have you heard of that?
No.
No.
Proved that the world didn't, everything that you see around you now didn't start last Tuesday, and all the memories that you have were implanted last Tuesday. Prove it.
Well, you can't
can't.
because it's a theory.
It's a theory, but you can't. Yeah.
We're not
Have
even
you
here right now.
Yeah, we're not even. Last week there was none of this. It was all just planted in last
yeah, which
Tuesday.
would make sense. It's totally a possibility. Like
Yeah.
everything is a possibility, really.
Even those people that live in a 3 feet world, outside their 3 foot does not matter.
Can I just say though, if I am living in a simulation, can someone change my settings, please, to be like in a much better life with lots of money and like really comfortable?
Just sort out my bag.
Just like fix everything because
Just fuck it up and he wakes up in a prison cell.
Bullshit. Well, I'd be fine in a prison cell.
Just give me fresh lungs. I'd be okay with that.
Oh.
Your clock's about to go off.
I know. I can see
is
that.
it?
Oh, what's that?
Your operation performed for a long time shut down.
off.
Story of his life.
Performing for a long time.
Story of his
Good job,
life.
buddy.
We have 15 minutes to film. You know what
his
we're going to do in that
clock is
15
on.
minutes?
Oh, no.
What are we doing?
No, what? No. What? You don't have your headlines?
I do.
Okay, but that's what we're going to do.
Okay,
Do your headlines. Do
Are
them,
you getting your phone out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do
so
we have a jingle for it? No.
we do indeed.
Yay.
Away with the jingle.
Weird headlines from around the world, bringing you the strange, the dumb, and the funny. Brought to you by Nathan Lynham.
Also, he's not Nathan Lynham.
No,
Shamey the Bear.
I was just too cheap to get the same guy. I actually think it's quite funny that we're doing the Nathan Lynham stuff.
Well, I'll do
I
your
don't.
Shamey the Bear headlines.
Actually,
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I did come up with an idea for you,
Right.
which was we will do your jingle as we'll get a group of kids to sing Shamey, Shamey the Bear,
I
stuff like
that.
that.
Be
You
around
told me
kids.
about this. I like
You
it.
lost me at group of kids.
Yeah, you can't be around kids, my man.
Look, that's
Look
what the
at you.
HSE told me.
Just
That's only a matter of opinion. That's all that is.
Just look at you.
So we will steer away from that, and we'll go to your headlines from around the world.
Hi, I will
This
be
better
called,
be good.
I will be called boring a few times.
Oh,
throughout
actually,
this.
Michael, switch over to panel number 2. If it's a shit one, I'll tell you it's shit, and you know which buzzer to press. Off you go.
Go
Oh,
ahead, Shamey.
fuck you.
Go on. Shamey the Bear.
Quick one. Man arrested after cops suspect a suspiciously small package in his undies. I think this one's about you.
Okay, right.
Aiden.
You have my attention. Actually, did you ever see the video of the guy who's getting frisked by the police
And he
officers?
goes, that's my penis.
That's my penis.
my
What's
penis.
this? That's my penis. Oh,
He's like, oh, okay, sir, yeah, no problem.
No,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
kind of goes
that's-
back and gives him one
he
more.
goes- he goes back.
He gets a proper handful. What is that? That's my penis.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, woo.
that's very. And it was huge. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was.
Like you
yeah.
would, if you were a police officer, you would genuinely go, "Is it? No, that's not your
The
penis."
American cops were like, "Can we do him for having a weapon?"
Depends what he can do
No,
with it.
he wasn't black, so. You know.
Oh,
No, that was a dig at the cops, not the blacks.
true.
So, continue.
Oh, that's pretty much it. It was just that cops arrest man, especially small.
Do you have
package.
no details for that story?
No, because it's
So what
just
was
literally a
found
funny
in
little
it?
headline.
What was found in his thing? His
A
underwear?
lighter.
A lighter.
A lighter.
You're making this up.
Okay.
You don't actually know.
Shut the fuck up.
He has no idea.
He believed it. Let the man believe.
So, Richie, have you ever been pulled over for having like a small package in your undies?
No.
Okay, I love how the headline says undies, not underwear. It actually, I see it. It actually says undies.
Was he only wearing undies?
Did anybody else hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Right,
heard.
that was the wrong one.
Yeah, it was like that was a weird, fantastical fairy
I thought I
shit.
did quite well. Thank you.
That was like a Daniel button.
Yeah, it was. It was my button.
So it was a shit one. So what do you press?
Press the other one.
Oh Jesus!
Okay, there we go.
That's the
Right
worst.
it is. Yeah.
It's too real.
No,
You fucked up, bro.
it's too real because it's me.
Is that a soundbite of you farting?
Yes, I have
Do
the
you not
video in
remember
my
this from
phone.
last week? Oh, sorry.
I have the video of this in my phone. One night I was in the green room and I was watching TV and I went, "Oh, pain in my stomach," and I went, "Better record this." And it was that.
You manky,
Yeah.
manky person.
Have you ever just thought, let's record a fart?
Meeting, I've never thought about
Shamey,
my farts.
next
no.
headline.
No. Next
Thank you.
headline.
I actually did find the sexual one because I was giving out that I had to yesterday.
I didn't give out about this. He gave out about
No,
this.
you called me. He doesn't have my number. I
Don't
don't want to be
engage
giving
the
out to
host. He
him.
won't stop talking.
I was drunk. Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Hung to death by my pet camel.
Humped to death.
Humped to death by
How?
my
When the
pet.
camels have humps. So basically, he was raped by a camel and he's dead. Well, I can imagine that being a possibility because
Pretty
they're
much.
massive.
There is a bit of a snippet. Would you like it, sir?
Please.
Okay. Randy Camel has killed its woman owner after apparently trying to mate with her. The 10-month-old animal weighing 23 stone and 8 pounds knocked the exotic pet lover Pam Weaver to the ground before trying
Oh,
to saddle
poor
her.
Pam.
That's pure bullshit,
Poor
lunch.
Pam.
I genuinely I don't know why I assumed it was a man that got raped.
Did you know that camels regurgitate their stomach out of their mouths when they're warm?
Yes.
And it's really
nasty.
fucking weird. It's like a big thing.
Internal
out of their
cooler,
mouths.
yeah.
That is so nasty. I don't know why I thought it was a dude, but it's clearly a woman that was raped
Yeah.
by a camel.
Pam Weaver.
But how did he get around to it? Is that not quite
That's what I'm
lower
saying. Was she
down?
presenting?
Yeah, was she? And legs up and present.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes left, but we actually would have known that if the telly
Yeah.
didn't turn off.
It's
Next.
one that me and Richie were talking about. A man in a wig detained after throwing a piece of cake at the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, did you
Oh,
see
I've
that?
seen
this.
that.
I thought that-
Yeah.
Was that real?
Yeah.
He was an environmentalist enthusiast. I'd
No,
say.
he was a mentalist.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice, but yeah.
But no, I genuinely thought that was a fake story.
Now she's covered in a bulletproof case, so she wasn't damaged. Just
fuck's
so
sake.
we
Then why
can
is it even
clarify.
news?
No, it actually was. The case was up.
What?
Case was up, he got a painting, yeah.
Fuck off.
Because the museum guy went up after and he was like trying to gently remove most
Okay,
of
no,
it.
stop touching
and
it.
then he stopped touching
Yeah,
it.
just stop touching it.
You could actually hear people shouting,
Oh,
stop
touching it.
It's kind of like
Did
that.
you know that it's the most disappointing picture? Have any seen
It's
it?
tiny, it's only like that size.
And then you turn around and the Feast of Cana, which takes up like a 10-floor building, is like right behind it.
No,
and
but
it's
thanks to this fucking prick
unbelievable.
now, nobody can have cake in a museum anymore.
And I bring
Guarantee
cake
there'll
to
be
every
no-
museum.
there'll be no
Let
food.
them eat
Wait.
cake. Let them eat cake.
Yeah, hashtag let us eat cake.
Let us eat cake.
In the Natural History Museum down home in Kerry, you were allowed to have food around, or you weren't allowed to have food anywhere.
No.
Funny
like-
story.
That was a joke.
Dublin's art gallery, the free one. I went in with my friends years ago, and we were walking around all the pictures there, and I said, someone could just punch one of these in and just put a hole in it.
Gone.
And all my friends were like, full of shite, that would never happen. Who the fuck would ever? 2 weeks later on RT News, man in RT News punches a painting and puts a hole through it.
Daniel,
I think that's really
Daniel,
an Irish.
where were you?
I'm psychic.
I think it's more of an Irish and English problem.
Have we?
punching holes and painting?
Because we're so like you bring a bunch of like.
The second, I mean, the door hadn't even closed. I had to press it. The guards,
Did it happen?
army, everything. I was just testing the button. Like, what a lame excuse. I didn't get sacked for that though. But the genuine, there was about 20 cop cars there. All the shutters just came down on
Aside
their
from
own.
all that shit happening, what happened the second you press the button? Did the guy come straight back into the room?
Oh,
and
and
go,
just do all over the fucking
did
place.
he just come in and look straight
walk
at you?
straight at me? I don't know what my response was, other than
Oops. If I was
left me
Jeff, I would
unattended.
have kicked you into the teeth if I was your boss.
if I put a big button in this room and put "do not press" on it, who would press it?
I would, but if I'd
See.
known what the cause was, I wouldn't bother, because I'm not dealing with a hip fucking guards and army arriving at the
Yeah,
door.
but I wanted to know, would they all arrive? And they did.
And how quick were they?
Look, he's so excited about it.
Like
still.
maybe 30, 40 seconds, there was guards there, there was guarded cars there, because
Jesus.
Well, it's Dublin City
everybody
Centre. They're near now.
yeah, all for
All
fucking
over the fucking
gold
gold
chain.
chain. Do you know what? It's probably really old or something.
I know a story of two guys in town here. They were bored one day. They were on the Mitch as well, sitting against the wall. And there's the Secure Corps guys coming with the cash boxes from the bank into the van. Do you reckon if we attacked him, there'd be a heap of guards? And your man's like, went up in the middle and they pushed him over. And there was like a full-on response. They got
here in Mullingar. I'm surprised that wasn't in the news.
no.
But we've all done this. Daniel, even you have had to have done this.
well,
Wait,
try, mate.
So, have you ever been in a bank and you're going, yeah, I could rob this place?
No.
Never.
No.
I do like an MI5 Mission Impossible thing in my head with, ropes and scaling down and fake masks and all that shit.
No.
I have to agree. Yeah.
There isn't even much money in a bank to fucking bother.
No, but
taking.
I've thought, I'd get away with robbing a bank. I don't know why people get
No,
caught.
man. You'd go into the credit union, you'd be like, Shamey, press the button, I can't open the till. You're just there with your fucking stockings on. And you go to run out the magnetic door and you're stuck.
I once was sitting at the back of the AIB bank, and I noticed that, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I noticed that one of the guys got out of the back of the van, he went in and he had to turn a corner to go into the bank. And then he came back out. And I was thinking to myself, what if he stood there in an identical outfit and a box, and when he came out, chloroform or whatever, I don't know how he get the fucker unconscious. And then,
a lot longer than
you put the box in the back and you knock on the side of it, and they let you into the van because you dressed exactly the same.
Then
They
how
have
do you
all
get out of the van?
Yeah, but all those boxes.
I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, when
All
you're
those
in the
boxes
van.
of
how
dye
the-
packs.
Yeah,
It's
how
not
the
even,
fuck
not
do you
even
get out
dye
of it?
packs. There's 3 keys to open them.
Yeah,
You
it's
need-
not worth
and
it.
Angle
say-
grinder.
Just ask the
No,
rat. We're
when the
robbing all
dye
the
pack is on.
ATMs on the border.
That was ingenious. Half of them fuckers pulling them ATMs out of the
Yeah.
wall. That's just hilarious.
It's
No,
gas.
but my favourite thing was they always rocked up with a van with the roof cut out of it, so when you dropped the safe in, you couldn't tell.
Just keep driving.
Have you ever had access to an ATM?
As in the back of
I
it
had
where all the
to.
money
I had to
is.
put money into an ATM.
No, I never have.
Actually, I was there and people were taking money out of them and stuff and putting them in the cash.
No,
box
I
and
had to
shit.
put the money into the ATM, and you're so tempted to rob it.
I used to get that in Duns every week walking up with the till floats.
civic
Big
officers.
armful, like
You
100,000
used
euro.
to work in Duns.
I did.
Oh my god, I
3
had
years.
a flashback. Wow,
3 years.
sorry. Okay, yes, I remember.
So another thing in the civic offices, years ago, they used to collect the taxi plate. You know, remember years ago, it used to cost like 100,000 euros or pounds for a taxi license. And they used to collect that money in the civic offices. One night I went up to the main area, I was locking it up. The safe was wide open.
Okay.
Full of cash.
Probably 300,000 or 400,000 euro. No word of a lie in there. And I'm going, if I just take like that much of it, there's probably fucking 10 grand there. I didn't. I just walked over and closed the safe real quick and locked the door on it, so it took away the temptation, because I probably would have taken it.
And then in walks the guy with the arm full of money, and like, there's a time lock on that.
Yeah, like it's just, when I've had those moments in my life, I always say, but where the fuck do I go when I take it? Do you know that kind of way?
This is true, yeah.
See, but you know how, by the time you get home, get your shit together, buy a ticket, get to Spain, like I always think, how the fuck do I get out of this situation?
It's like if you rob the Mona Lisa.
You know,
what are you going to do with that?
A big cartel leader with a lot of resources and people. It's just me, little old me. And
if you're going to do something like that,
yeah,
you know, it's one of those things you have to plan. Everything has to be done.
You had to get the studio somehow.
everything had to be done.
Can I actually just
get there?
point something out? About 10 minutes ago, you looked towards that door as if somebody came in.
Yeah, someone did come in.
Did they?
Yeah, it was just Ariana came in from the toilet.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Don't worry, it was nothing exciting.
Yeah, I thought it was the police coming around to raid us. So we're going to go to an
just
ad break
standing
now. So Michael, cue that up. I love the way I have to give him a warning.
See you after the break. Follow us on Podbean, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. And you can get in www.supernaturaldogshit.com. And our WhatsApp show number is 085 something. We'll get everyone on the way back.
085 747 4900.
So, Billy, does your social media look like a teenager's bedroom?
What? Full of Justin Bieber posters?
No, you incompetent fool. Messy and unorganized.
Yeah, it kinda does. But what can I do about it?
Oh, poor simple Billy. Why not put all your social media in one convenient place?
But gee whiz, mister, how can I do that?
With Social QR, of course. It's easy, fast, and free.
But what's Social QR?
Well, Billy, I'm glad you asked. Social QR is a one-stop shop for personal and business social media users to have all your social media in one place. Easy to set up, easy to share, and fully customizable, with your own custom QR code suitable for digital and print media.
Jiminy crickets, so now it'll be as tidy as my web browser?
So don't forget, Billy, that's socialqr.xyz. And Billy, take down the Justin Bieber posters.
Aww.
Every day, Richie has to drive 2 miles to bum tobacco from his friends. With your generous donation of only $19.20 a week, Richie won't have to sponge from his friends. Text Richie to 521034 to 759126089 so we can finally tell Richie to piss off.
From its rich traditions beginning when the first AM radio transmission was broadcast in the year 1900 to present day, where radio is still the most listened to form of media and the #1 source for people of all ages to enjoy their favorite music and discover new artists. Sure, the technology has changed, but the concept has stood the test of time throughout history. From the end of World War II,
General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe.
to the falling of the Berlin Wall,
Our top story. The Iron Curtain between East Germany and West Berlin has come tumbling down.
to the U.S. entering the War on Terror,
None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
Generations across the world are united by music as it transcends all language barriers. It brings everyone on planet Earth closer together. We at iStreamRadio.ie understand what radio has done for the world and would like to thank radio for its 100+ years of service. Radio has been here through thick and thin. Thank you, radio.
Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire. You will what you imagine. And at last, we create what you will. Don't wait for the right opportunity. Let us create it. When the virtual world of the internet, ideas, dreams, and concepts have become a reality, now is the time to bring your idea to the digital world. MilestoneMedia.ie offer a full range of digital services such as web development, hosting, audio, and visual services. Inspiration has a new platform. MilestoneMedia.ie. Experience the difference.
Tired of getting more screwed over than your cousin Jesse's pig? Sick of those uppity cowboys over at the Irish Insurance Federation? Is your vehicle being overpriced because it's undervalued? Does your annual quote leave you feeling sicker than the morning you woke up beside your sister? Well, leg it down to Leggett Insurance. Leggett Insurance is the answer to all your insurance needs. Bored off the road? No problem. Old lady turf you out and you gotta move your collection of lawn art? That's okay. Underage? Well, shit, that ain't your fault. Our unique style of cover provisions includes a real insurance disc to put in your windshield and the understanding that if something goes wrong, you use our groundbreaking policy. Run as fast as you can before anyone gets your wrench. The golden rule is to make sure you pick up any bits of your car left behind so you can't be identified. Your one-off payment of $29.99 annually provides all of the above. And for an additional $40, we provide you with a full windscreen worth in your very own Leggett disc holder. Just call us on 2800 Yeehaw! That's 2800 Yeehaw! Sail through that checkpoint today! Itchy, smelly scrotum getting you down. Worried about ball sweat on the dance floor? Well, worry no more. New sandalwood and lavender scented Man Ponds has your nutsack covered. Our unique smell inhibiting fibrous wadding ensures your most repugnant odors are kept to yourself. So next time she drops the hand, you can feel confident it's not into a vat of nut soup. And don't forget, you can be the sweetest smelling stud in the nursing home with new Man Ponds Twilight Edition for seniors. Order our economy size 86 pack today on manponds.org. Man Ponds, because you don't need to smell any worse.
Any second now. There you go, Michael. You found the right button. Don't worry, he's a newbie. It's okay. We're going to let him away with it for at least another 2 weeks, and then we'll go in and we'll issue the batons. You can lower that volume down a little bit as well on the music. He's an intern. This is what interns do. They work for free. And they don't turn on Richie's mic. I love you already. You can stay.
You got me? I got
there you go.
I'm in as well.
So actually, we had a. I must welcome you all back after the break. So hi guys, he went for a wee.
I did.
You done nothing, and you made a coffee and gave it to me for smoking the cigarettes.
I held it in my left hand for the change.
Hold on, did you?
I did. Yeah, I don't know why. It just took a for Gary.
And did you actually? Did that register in your
did.
head?
I went, oh, I'm holding my left hand. That doesn't happen.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, who is this?
See, when I'm holding my dick having a piss, I'm holding it like every other person, but I'm pissing on 3 fingers. Holding with 4, pissing on 3.
I don't know. I just got weirded out because we're in a former convent and he's using his left hand.
Oh, nuns, they didn't like that shit. Left is the
devil's. No, my poor mother was the left. He was bad out of her.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say your mother was a nun.
No, she actually wanted to be a nun, which is really weird. She had an awful time with them. Maybe that's some sort of psychological
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
Anyway,
social media.
You can follow us on Spotify, Podbean, Facebook, and YouTube under Supernatural Dogshit, or you can go to www.supernaturaldogshit.com. We don't have a number, by the way. Aiden's talking shite, so it's 085 doesn't exist.com.
Yes.
So that is our social media. Follow us, spread the word, share us,
and messages, suggestions, anything you'd like to do.
Spread us like monkeypox.
Yeah, 4 people.
There you go. There you go.
Do not watch this show. Do not watch our previous shows.
Do us a favour, lads. Would you ever like and share the videos? Because everybody who shares the video means somebody else is going to see us, and then they'll share it.
People hate liking and sharing.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to somebody else?
What, get them to share?
Yeah.
Like when you hear bad news, you have to share it with someone else.
Why is it that every week when you don't, do you talk to your mother regularly?
No.
Right, do you?
Don't even know what she's doing.
Do you?
Oh, well, I'm living with her currently.
Oh, of course,
so
you do.
To her a lot.
Well, when it's a phone kind of relationship with your mother, like I ring my mother once a night. That's it, how you man, good night,
nice.
Whatever. But she will always say, "Did you hear about Mary down the road?
Oh, that's an Irish thing. She's dead.
Like, please stop with the misery. I don't want to hear about Mary and this guy who was paralysed and so many suicides. Apparently,
But
I
Irish
won't
people
say-
love misery. They love misery.
They love
We're
it.
professional mourners. We love it. It's our
Are
lives.
you one of those people that can just like rock up to any funeral?
No, I hate all that
Any of
shit.
you?
No.
No,
I don't even go to
no.
funerals. Like it fucks with me because I remember sitting at my granddad's and like loads of randos coming in, like,
Shaking your fucking hand.
nudging my uncle, going, "The fuck is that guy?"
I hate the tradition of like sympathising.
I hate it. And that's what the church does. I noticed one day I was sitting down, I was like a sociopath sitting in the church with zero feelings for the person who died. And I should do because it was a relation. And I'm sitting there thinking, everybody's crying around me. They're playing sad music. They're making offerings, you know, of the person's clothing.
In the arms of an angel.
Yes. And I'm sitting there with zero feelings going, now I get it. The church, what they're trying to do is they're trying to drag the emotion out of you so you can actually, what's that, grieving process.
Okay.
It's about
right.
grieving.
Systematic.
Yeah, it's systematic grieving.
Okay.
But the lads know what they have to do with my body when I die. Do you remember this, Richie?
You want it exploded somewhere?
No, thrown off the SIP2 building in Dublin.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen because they'll all be arrested and do time for that for indecent disposure of a dead
that's
body.
their
That's
problem,
fine.
not his.
Yeah,
Exactly.
True, but
I'll be dead.
I wouldn't fucking do
Wouldn't
it
be
for
the
you.
first person buried in one of your plots.
Where's this going?
Oh, we shall not. Oh, no.
Suddenly became very uncomfortable.
Remember to, I'll tell the lads, fuck, my microphone, my microphone just got an erection.
Fucking hell.
So your mic is up.
All I will say is, I know of a person who dug a person out of their grave.
Oh, okay.
And fucked their body over a wall.
Oh,
just
my God,
just
you
threw it
finished
out
with
like
that.
Well, there's a few people I'd like to
Onto
do
a
that
motorway.
too. Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
And this person got in trouble?
No.
I don't want his
No,
name.
they never.
Do not say anyone's name.
Or their names,
Their
sorry.
names were never ever told.
Okay.
But it happened.
Oh right. Okay. Well, to not go
Yeah.
then. That's what they needed to do.
Look, if it was closure for him.
Yeah, but still digging a person up out of the grave. But the whole thing with the SIP2 building,
Okay.
I want like a school tour to be going there and just like scar these little fuckers for the rest of their life as my body. Somebody said we'll get the Titanic music, you know, the
The amount of times I've had to come in here to you incapacitated, man. If I come in and find you dead, I'm going to give you a running field goal kick in the face.
I didn't know what he was going to say there. I'm running feel good right up the arse.
Was it last week you had to you Jimmy rigged the door lock to open
Yeah,
up?
I had to. Like, I found a way of hacking the door lock just to get in.
And you walked in and I was like bollock naked, just
Yeah.
all over the place. But hey, that's my life. This is me.
Well, look, at least you was someone actually nice enough to look after you.
Ah, shame.
It would be fun of him to find my dead
I'm
body.
taking this in a nice,
My wife does worry about him.
Things. Does she?
Oh yeah. What was the dream
Look,
she
we're
had?
all kind of somewhat worried about you.
That I'm going to come in here, he'd be hanging from the ceiling laughing at us.
She had a dream that I hung myself and that I opened my eyes and went ha ha ha.
That's
'Cause
really
it's something you'd
scary.
fucking do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Isn't it something, can't you do that if you like clench a
Autoerotic
muscle in your neck?
asphyxiation, yes.
That's
No,
what
like,
he'll
you can
do.
clench a muscle in your neck. I know it was in a movie, but Bruce Willis did it in Sin City.
Okay,
Well,
well,
you can
Sin
kill
City
yourself,
is
but
extremely
No,
far-fetched
like if
and
you're
epic.
if you're fucking hanging, if you can kind of like get some muscle up there, it's meant to like slow
Get
it
some
down.
muscle up
Yeah,
your neck.
prolong the agony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
down your
much.
neck.
Down your neck.
But anyway,
So we're going to go to your last headline because you did have another
shit.
fancy headline.
Not really fancy. The Ohio bum tickling bandit has escaped custody and is being hunted by police.
Perfect. That was an excellent headline. Repeat that.
Oh shit!
that's why we have
I
an
just
Ohio
locked the
bum
phone.
tickling bandit.
The bum tickling bandit.
The Ohio bum tickling bandit has escaped custody and is being hunted by police. And if you could see this picture, it's fucking hilarious.
Have you seen the movie The Fugitive?
No.
Oh my god.
Holy moly!
see.
It looks like fucking. It looks like E.T. or
Yeah, if E.T. animorphed into the guy from Breaking Bad.
which
Gus.
guy? Gus. Who's
Yeah, if
Gus?
E.T. tried to morph into Gus Fring.
Oh, actually, I'm going to write something down here. I'm going to spoil everybody's Better Call Saul if they haven't seen it.
Why
You
would you
can
do
fill
You
it.
watching any of those?
Huh?
Why
You
would
watching
you do
Breaking
that?
Bad or Better Call
No,
Saul?
I thought Breaking Bad was
you watched it?
shite.
I've watched 2 seasons and I've wondered what the
It's just
fucking
too
hype was
slow
about.
moving for me. Too
Yeah.
slow paced.
It's slow moving, but it is epic.
No, I heard that
can-
it gets better in the end.
I just
whatever.
started Stranger
Sick of
Things.
hearing that old stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
you
Richard,
push through
what?
this.
Watch this, yeah,
the new
yeah.
season.
The new
Or
season,
the-
yeah.
Oh, right, okay, I was going to thought you were like a brand new season 1 person.
No, but a friend of mine is watching The Sopranos for the first time.
Oh,
Oh,
lucky
enjoy
them.
that. Enjoy
Lucky
that.
them.
that is
never,
a journey.
never saw it.
Oh, it's a
Oh my
masterpiece.
God.
You ever
It
seen
is
Prison
a
Break?
masterpiece.
I
Prison
did-
Break is
Prison
Prison
Break
Break-
is absolutely retarded, man.
The
Yes,
first 2 seasons, brilliant.
Brilliant.
that,
After
I agree with
retired,
you.
yeah.
we get it. You're trying to break out of prison.
What is it, the
That's-
company?
That's what happened. Yes, the company.
company.
But that's what happened with Breaking Bad. We get it. Are you a good guy? Are you a bad guy? In every one of what's his name, the guy who created Vince Gilligan.
Not a clue. I actually didn't know who created
Every TV show. It's the same character. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
Right. So he just struck gold with Breaking Bad, basically.
Yes. Well, and Better Call Saul.
I think
really
the whole
good
thing
TV
that
show.
made Breaking Bad was Bryan Cranston.
Oh, amazing actor. That other
he
fucking
is a
Jesse
fantastic
Pinkman. He's an
actor.
idiot.
I can't act. I put on my acting voice to act.
Malcolm in the Middle, great movie.
Fuck! I just had a brain fart.
Did you hear did you see the thing about that? Like,
What's the brain fart?
Malcolm in the Middle's dad wakes up from a dream.
Oh,
or wakes up the wife and says, I just had
Yes.
this strange dream. It was a really funny little bit. I think it wasn't part of the show.
No, it wasn't. No.
He did it himself.
Watch Daniel now go on a rant. You ready for this? No, it's not the gun control stuff yet, Daniel. Don't worry.
Grand.
Watch
What is
this.
it?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. This season was shite, but the end. I liked the ending, but I did guess
Spoil
a lot
it.
of it.
Don't
I will not
fucking spoil it.
I will
I'm
not
on-
spoil it.
I'm on episode
I will
3.
just say that I saw 2 of the 3 kind of twists coming, and other than that,
So the
No,
one
I don't mind that. I still just like them.
Yeah.
I just
That-
like watching it.
that specific twist that we were talking about before.
Yeah.
The guy. That's all we'll say.
Okay.
Did you see that coming?
I didn't see the connection with the other thing, but I seen the
Me
other
neither.
connection from Thing. Yeah.
I didn't. It's not enjoyable.
And also, I would have found what I liked about Stranger Things is I would have found it quite realistic because of the other dimension. Now it's gone very far-fetched, very Marvel movie, very high budget, bullshit wank. And
But that's what happens with things all the time. You look at
Game of Thrones.
the
for
producers
example.
come in, man.
Yeah, The Matrix, which was an excellent number one, was a fucking excellent movie.
Number
They
two
had a
was very
shitload of money, and they went, let's put all of our attempt into the digital effects and not the movie itself. And that's
And
what
lose
happened.
all of its depth.
So
and
how
all
many
of its
how many
everything.
movies Matrix was there?
3.
4 now.
Four
Oh,
now.
yeah, they had a new one, didn't
Yeah,
they? That I
not
didn't even
meant
give a
to be
shit
great.
about.
Not meant
No,
to be
that
great.
sucked ass.
Keanu Reeves
you
meant to
see
be a
it?
lovely guy, but he's dead inside.
Yeah, he's the same
Well,
character.
He's had
dead
so
inside.
much. He's had so much hurt. In
He
his
doesn't
life,
touch
so-
people when he get a picture with you.
Yeah.
He just keeps his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
but
that's a
didn't he
Korean.
do loads of good guy
Yeah.
things?
He does loads of good guy
Yeah,
things.
but
yeah.
that's a Korean politeness.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Was he Korean?
His mother, I think.
Oh, he doesn't look very Korean.
His mother's Korean, his father's Hawaiian, or he just was born in Hawaii and lived there his whole life.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not 100%, but
Okay.
Thanks for ruining Keanu Reeves for me.
Well, he's he's the same.
fucking boring.
But he is so boring. He has a hey.
I love how Family Guy portray him. It's just
Yeah, it's
fucking
amazing.
gas. It's just amazing.
Family Guy
I haven't
just
seen it.
they just gets like.
It just gets
I've
it.
gone to a point where I don't watch full episodes. I just watch the clips.
on Instagram.
The
and-
jokes
yeah.
are just brilliant.
Favorite Family Guy character.
Oh,
Will you stop playing with your dick, by the way?
Have you seen it? It's marvelous.
Stop touching yourself.
So, favorite Family Guy character. Oh, shouldn't be difficult if you like the show. Yes. So, Shamey the Bear. Stewie, he's an annoying little prick.
Hello.
Do they understand him or do they not,
He's
they not
just
understand
Those
him?
episodes Brian
McFarlane's
apparently,
closet
but then
itself.
Chris kind of comes out and says, "There's no one noticing the baby can talk."
He does it like once a
Yeah.
season or something.
Yeah.
It's-
My favorite's Peter.
Really?
Because I think he's just fucking gas.
Dumb.
And the way he is in his head, I just love his like.
Yeah, that's my father,
bird,
Peter Griffin. Bird is the word.
I just love him.
That's my father all over.
Yeah.
My favourite character is obviously going to be perverted Quagmire because he just gets away with murder. But one thing I want to say about who's the guy, Seth MacFarlane.
Literally.
Seth MacFarlane. I think there's something dodgy. Disclaimer here. This is my opinion, not the show's opinion. I think that he's into kids somehow. There's
Yeah, I
too
think that's
many
why
pedo jokes in there.
Yes.
No,
way
the whole
too many.
point of Family Guy is taking every issue of society, Black Lives, all that stuff, and just fucking
melting it
going
into
there.
gold,
Yeah.
comedy gold. But
Yeah.
listen about Stewie's characters. That's the closet inside of Seth
Yeah, but
MacFarlane.
but Stewie's character hints towards having sex all the time.
and killing mother.
That was the older. Now she doesn't actually do it. He doesn't want to kill her.
He's gone
yeah,
off her. Now he's just with.
Well, he did. He
Ryan
eventually
Yeah.
killed her in one episode, didn't he?
Oh, she fell off the boat and then she was found with amnesia.
Yeah.
And when they killed off Brian and replaced him with that new guy,
That was terrible idea.
Oh my god!
Awful.
But American Dad, do you watch that?
Yes,
I like American
My kids
Dad,
watch it
I do.
religiously.
One of
Yeah.
the funniest things I've ever saw in American Dad was Snot and Steve. Snot and Steve.
Yeah.
They were best friends. One of them got an accidental feel of the other parent's boob.
Okay.
So there was a
Not
competition.
His mom's.
Yes. So there was now a competition who could do what because they were in school bragging about doing this. So what Snot decided to do was he hung on the back of Steve's door with his dick through the handle of the door, expecting his mother, Steve's mother, Francine, to open the door. But Steve opened the door and he looks around and they're having a conversation with each other. And Steve goes, "What's weird? I can feel your heartbeat."
Oh my god.
This is like
you want to do that?
12, 13-year-old boys, and I'm going, it's a little bit stretching it. That fucking Big Mouth. Have you seen Big Mouth?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my Claire hates it. Like, I fall asleep to it. Big Mouth and Paradise PD.
Can you do the Hormone Monster impression? Sleeping it pig.
Very good.
I'm the hormone monster.
No, yours very good because I just watched that episode last night.
Look, it's funny. And the one thing I will say about Big Mouth is it is a fantastic portrait of a young person's mind.
Yeah.
Because we all had these
It does
thoughts.
absolutely
Who's the
everything.
comedian that wrote it?
Okay.
Nick Cole.
Nick Cole. And didn't he
yes.
get loads of shit for...
Oh, because again, people are convinced this dude's a pedo.
Yeah, because...
How could you not?
But
And it was
apparently
Chris
everyone in
D'Elia as
Hollywood
well
is.
was grooming a young one as well. Like, yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
Hollywood
Like-
is just full of pedophiles.
Like the
though.
thing. Not,
Oh yeah, like
Allegedly,
even
yeah.
was it Corey Haim back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but apparently it's just meant to be rampant with them. It's
Yeah.
very bad.
What are you saying,
this
Shamey?
This is going to sound bad, but you know the half-caste girl. What's her name again?
Oh, yeah, with the curly hair.
Yeah. So the actress who was doing her voice is a white Jewish girl.
Okay.
So with the whole Black Lives Matter, she started coming out going, I don't feel like I can portray this character. You have your one who plays Connie, who would be perfect for that little girl because
Okay.
she's a half-caste herself.
Yeah.
And then you just go away and you give it to like another kind of like, she's half-caste, yes, but she's more kind of leaning toward you could pass her as white.
Okay.
Racially ambiguous.
Yeah, so it's kind of even the whole thing with Oscar Isaac. Like his name is Estrada or some shit, but like he came up and Oscar Isaac is his two middle names. So like he makes a joke about it. Hollywood told me pick the two white names. You know, that kind of way. But
Okay, I get
But
you.
even like that guy that left The Simpsons over Apu, like
That was ridiculous.
that was stupid.
What was
That
his
was
name?
more though due to public pressure because in the last 10 years
Yeah, but it's
people
just
have really.
these stupid social media pylons.
I get what you're saying, but I do think for him as a person, just for a quieter life, just step away from it. You've made your money like situation because it wasn't worth it for him anymore.
Yeah,
Every
but the
episode
fact
he
that it was
appeared
a
in-
problem now and wasn't like it's just.
But that's progression.
Yeah, but is
Is it progression?
Well, obviously, is everything that's going on in the world now not progression?
I know.
I think it's more regression because if it was progression, nobody'd give a fuck.
There's black people who have voiced white characters in animated movies.
Okay.
So, you know, it's...
Samurai Jack is voiced by a black dude, isn't
I
it?
just think there's
Don't know
like
who that is.
it's a wave and it's going one way and it'll kind of settle back out the other way. But
It's
this
a-
whole
it's a
white
power
guilt
struggle.
thing, it's just
It's because
weird.
we're in a simulation. That's why.
It probably is.
We're in a simulation. That's it.
But with that Big Mouth stuff, there's one particular thing where I stopped watching the program because of one thing that happened in it. They're constantly masturbating, and there's this hormone monster that's
That's why you like it.
fucking
Maury,
brilliant.
and he's hilarious. But he's constantly saying to the kids, you know, do this, do
I just had a
that.
light bulb moment. Hormone monster, hormones, monster, teenager. Right. Okay. Sorry.
So there's a young girl. She's only 10 years of age. The one that masturbates.
they're all
that
about-
speaks to her vagina.
They're
the fuck is
they're
this
all
show?
about they're all about 14.
Are they?
Like, everybody
13.
watching this is like 13 up.
But they
okay.
show the girl's vagina
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
and her flicking the bean.
It's like when you see Bart's
the-
Willy in the movie.
They play
It's like, oh my god, there's Bart's dick.
they play a game show about it with it. If you remember the first time she done it.
I stopped watching it after that.
Oh right, well the first time she actually does flick the bean.
And did it have all the stuff that you have down there? Whatever
Yeah.
it is? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then they show the boys doing the same. But that sleeping a pig is a hilarious line.
It's fucking brilliant. And it's that's the first episode.
I think I've been in that situation. So he's basically just two of these boys. They're staying. One is staying in the
Do you
other
know, like
one's
the
house.
typical pull-out bed underneath your
Yes.
friend's
Okay.
bed.
So he's lying in bed, and the hormone monster comes along and says, "No, I can't do it. Leave me alone. I don't want to do it." And he says, "If you didn't want to do it, I wouldn't be here." And he says, "Oh, you're right." So he starts looking at a
staring at
clock, and this clock turns into a woman shaking her ass.
It's you know those cat clocks where the
Okay, yeah.
tail is going back
But-
and forward and the eyes are darting back and forward as well.
He's then jerking off, and you can see like he's under the blanket doing. You
Okay.
don't see that, but you see him go, "Ooh!" And then as the hormone monster is leaving, the guy turns around and says, "What am I supposed to do with the mess?" He goes, "Sleeping it pig."
he does something else like a night you king of Yor or something.
Yes, yeah.
Maury is definitely the best part of that show.
Okay.
But
Yeah, or the
Connie.
old monster.
Rick.
Rick, you've seen this as well, haven't you?
I've seen a couple of bits.
You wouldn't
I
either.
feel I want to let my kid, like my daughter wants to watch it, so she can watch it. I can't be
What?
in the room with her with that shit. She's 16.
I don't care, man. That's what. Ugh.
No, even
No,
with a
she's
child,
well-adjusted.
there's nothing worse than a sex scene coming on a movie and your mother and father are there. It's
That happened to me.
fucking awful.
So bad one time. There was a film, Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
American football film, Al Pacino.
Brilliant.
And there's just one scene where it's like a normal film, and then it just busts to like a wild drug, sex, cocaine orgy.
And that's the part mom and
there's
dad
nothing
walk in.
worse.
No, we were all just sitting down watching it, and then this happens, and I'm like,
You don't know where to look.
Yeah, what
don't
do
know
you
where to
say?
look.
What do you do?
I'm looking at the screen, and the mother's like, "Don't be looking too hard."
You can just feel them staring
Literally.
at you.
I'll never get you the embarrassment.
But we've all had those awkward moments. But one of the funniest things I've ever heard, which was also horrible, I was only about 10. My brother was like 13 at the time. We're all sitting around and we're watching Law and Order. And some woman got raped in it. And, you know, after about 10 minutes, my brother leans over into my ear and goes, "Am I the only one with an erection?" Like, what?
Oh my God. 10-year-old brother who can't even get erections yet.
Someone just discovered their kink.
Oh, actually, have you seen the Seth MacFarlane stuff? The Cavalcade of Comedy, cartoon comedy?
Yes, I
you seen that?
have. It's amazing.
Have you not seen this?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's fucking
No.
hilarious. There's one section is called "Raped by a Clown."
Okay.
And
There's a horrible nightmare.
My
there's a
worst
woman.
nightmare.
There's a woman sitting on this side of the table and a police officer on this side of the table, and he goes, "And what did he do to you?" And she said, "I won't even mention their terrible things." And she crosses her legs, and you hear, "Her."
That is funny.
So I suppose we better move on to the nasty stuff that you don't. Daniel doesn't want to do. Look, he's going to sit up for this one now.
No, I'm not.
Right. Do you want to do it, Dan?
No, go
we
for it.
have to?
Let's
Go
let
for
him
it.
do it on his own.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
it
fuck
by
you! I can't
yourself.
argue with myself.
Yeah,
You can.
Yeah,
You fucking
can.
will.
Actually, I can argue with myself. Actually, if I got this, I have a split personality. You've probably realised this
You've
by
about
now.
7 personalities, but
Do
go
I?
on anyway.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah,
2.
yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
There's at least 6.
You know my
One of them's a screaming gay guy just saying, "Let me out."
my nickname is Richard.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
and
yes.
long before
Not-
he met me.
No, before I met him. So obviously, when I take pills at night time,
Is he just
I
a
become
manifestation
a weirdo.
of you?
Probably. Maybe you guys don't
Why
exist.
am I picturing that workout fella from the 90s in America, Little Rich or Richie, what's his name, or Simmons?
That's
Richie
Richard
Simmons.
Simmons,
That's
yes,
picturing
yeah.
that.
Also in The Simpsons.
And
Gets on
also in The
butter off
Simpsons,
those
yeah.
buns.
So we're going to move on to the serious stuff.
Okay, go.
So we're going to talk about what happened in Texas. I know we have to fucking do it. We have to do it.
But
We want to talk about gun
Do we?
control because last week,
Nothing to do with us.
after the show ended, Adam will kill you. After the show ended, we all had a discussion about gun control.
And not doing this. But clearly that
I
didn't
did-
fucking matter.
I didn't remember the conversation saying not doing this.
Right, I tell you what, seeing it's such
It
a
means
shit
an
show
awful
to even
lot,
try
yeah.
and get this off the ground, right? Going to give you 15 seconds to lay your
To sell it to us.
Go.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you all a very simple question, which is, if a guy comes into your home and they announce that they are going to murder you, it's a very specific situation, do you or do you not have the right to defend yourself by any means necessary?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Defend does not mean kill.
That's not what I said. I
Any
said
means
defend.
necessary.
Any means necessary.
Oh, I will defend myself
Right, so any means necessary, yes?
without a gun.
That's not any means necessary. So
But
you do
you
so
are
you disagree.
sidelining
Yes, I am.
such a
But there's a reason
small
why I'm doing that.
topic. Gun control is a massive, massive issue on a
That we don't
bigger
understand.
spectrum. That is something to do. You're taking a little corner of the argument. That's
I'm
all you're
taking
doing.
my corner of the
No,
argument.
you're taking a little corner of the argument to piss me off.
Aiden.
And
Yes.
that's it. And that's all that's happening.
He wants his argument, right?
Yeah.
We live in Ireland.
Dan didn't
Ireland,
answer. Dan, any means necessary. He's coming in and saying, I'm going to murder you. You're going to die.
No, because that's chaotic and I am out of control in that situation. Obviously, I will try to get away from it. I will try to defend myself. Any means necessary to me means whatever. I mean, what's beside my bed? My iPhone. I'm going to iPhone you to death.
Okay, would you iPhone him?
Selfie with my murderer. Oh my God, I'm about to die.
Would you?
You could hit him with something.
That's it, yeah.
Would you use iPhone him to death?
Well, I'd fuck the iPhone out of him, I'd run and I'd kick or whatever I have to do. Yeah, of course, because your survival instincts kicked in. Does not mean I have the right to own a gun.
But
No, but you have the
that's
right.
survival.
You have the
That's
right
not
to
defending,
defend.
that's survival.
You have the right to defend yourself by any means necessary.
That's not
And
the topic of gun control.
Under any means necessary means that you have the right to own a gun to defend yourself, your family, and your home,
In
and your
America
property,
and a few other
In
countries.
yes, and I do believe that we should have the exact same right. What if there was people to come in through that door now? There was a very famous case over in Mexico of all places where there was a radio presenter on air and he came in and he shot everybody.
Right.
What's to stop these people with the guns?
Nothing. Anyway.
There is
You're
other
talking-
guns.
you're ta- yeah, right. You're talking about gun control.
One idiot with a gun is worse than 2 idiots with a gun.
Off you go,
it
Richard.
is. We live in Ireland.
Yeah.
We have massive gun control. Massive gun control, right? How many people get shot dead every month in this country with gangland violence and guard intervention?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. But it happens.
It must be.
And in somewhere like Ireland, that's not a gun nut country. There's fuck all guns. There's fuck all people armed here. People get shot dead.
Yep.
You look at the likes of Sweden.
Yeah, but
very
legal
lax
firearms.
What?
Not legal with
No,
illegal
there's
firearms.
people shot with legal firearms as well, like that guy in that farm up in Dublin.
Yeah, but okay.
People get shot.
More lives are saved by guns than taken.
Anyway, what I'm saying to you is, guns are around. People have them. It's an education issue, and it's a rights issue.
Okay, and I'm talking about the rights.
You should have the right to defend your own life and your own home
By any means.
any means necessary. But if you can't legally own a firearm for defence reasons in Ireland.
No, you can't.
No.
And I had this conversation last week with somebody else. You can't, not for defence reasons, which I think is ridiculous because a gun is a great equaliser.
Yeah, in Ireland, right? But what I think,
even for women who
I made this point as well, the women should have easier access to concealed carry firearms for self-protection purposes.
Because a man clearly is more powerful than a woman. If you're walking down the laneway, how many rapes happen in this country?
It's a biological advantage.
We have
rapes still happen in America, and there's guns.
Absolutely, but
and
have
there's
these
very
women
high level of rape.
have the
easier
women got guns?
access for the women to have concealed carry, like the likes of people who work in the sex industry. I definitely think a hooker should be able to have a fucking gun.
So do I.
You think?
Yeah.
Some guy's trying to pull some shit and whap, bang. But like then you could have escalation where everybody winds up carrying a fucking gun.
So the problem is you're taking isolated instance where the real fucking issue is that gun issues globally, wherever they're legal, is a massive widespread
and
problem.
I don't think where people talk about AR-15s or something in America, like I think it happens to be used every single time, which every time they push gun control,
and
there's a whole rake of these shootings in one go.
Extremely unhealthy relationship with guns. Gone so far that the rights to defend yourself are insignificant because of all the issues
you get
they've
these
created.
nutbags like in open carry states walking around with an AK-47 in a public park, and the cops come up to them.
It's become a problem, especially in schools in America. My uncle was home 2 weeks ago for my grandmother's 92nd birthday. He lived in New York since the 80s. New York has a kind of when you picture New York, you picture the city, you picture cabs beeping each other and all that. That's all gone now. Because of the fact that you beep at someone and they pull a fucking gun out and blow your window through in your face nearly. So he said it's out of control. So that's what's going on in America. For talking specifics about gun control and stuff, we have to look at the States.
And that's what I'm going to be doing.
And that's where you're referencing.
Yes.
And
let me ask you a question though. Do you know which state in America has the lowest rate of gun crime?
No, I don't.
Texas. Why is that?
It's most armed.
Because most of them are armed. It is the great equalizer of them all.
They have the saying though, an armed society is a polite society.
How is bringing a gun into any situation an equaliser? So it's
When
just say the
everybody else has
person
a
who's
gun and
coming
you
in to
don't.
kill you doesn't have a gun.
Well, that's a
not
different
an
situation.
equaliser.
Well, no,
that's not what I'm talking about.
You can keep them at gunpoint then and get them arrested.
Yeah.
Or
But I'm not
they'll
even
run
talking
away.
about that. What I'm talking about is the criminals already have guns. Over in America, most of even if they decide tomorrow we're banning all weapons, do you think the criminals are going to turn them in?
You're never going to get all.
I'm actually not pro gun. I'm not. I think you should have to go through strict regulations and have legislation there in place.
Yearly.
Absolutely. And psychiatric evaluations as well to make sure that a person should be able to carry a gun legally.
But they're not. And that's why kids are being killed in schools.
Absolutely. And I totally
So
agree
it's a
with
problem.
that.
So how do you fix it then? How do you regulate it?
You cannot.
me.
I will tell you. Well, actually, I won't tell
me,
you.
how
Is
do you fix it and
Pandora's
regulate
box
it?
open?
No, see, the problem is,
it like out? Is it a problem
once
you can't fix?
you take away that person's right to have a gun, this mental nut job, what you're also doing is you're taking away another person, a responsible person's right to own a gun. And this responsible person, there was a very famous shooting over in the States last year where a guy went into a church, he started opening fire on people.
He got dropped.
Right, who killed him? An armed citizen killed that guy before he could kill
There's
any
a
more.
chick did it last week in America. It was a woman. She noticed this guy acting really weird at a barbecue. He drove off in his car real fast, came back, whipped out an AR-15, was walking up to the party people, and she just...
Now, so what situation would you rather? Him having the gun and her not?
If she didn't intervene, he would have killed 40 or so people. Like.
In 1995, Australia brought in gun control laws.
Yeah, because a guy went in and wiped out a school.
And their gun crime dropped by over 95% within 6 months, and it stayed that way and still is to this day.
Yeah,
And
but they have a
1995
very different
is
police force and relationship with their police.
Absolutely, but that showed gun control works.
Yeah, but see, when
Did you
you're
hear the American politician trying to argue that with an
the
Australian
idiot.
guy?
Oh, with an Australian guy, okay.
Yeah, so the guy who actually was one of the guys who pushed for the gun law to come in, and his whole argument was this does not work in the real world. So you're kind of
95%, is that what you said?
Over, yeah.
Okay, so that 5% of what's remaining are the criminals.
Probably, yeah, with illegal gun and firearms. Yeah, absolutely.
So they're the criminals. So are we
So
supposed
does
to
that mean we
leave?
give the other 95% a gun in case a drug dealer from Dublin comes down and shoots in the face?
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, that you have the right to defend yourself with any means necessary. If you want to take away the guns of the people in America, then you're going to have 5% of a population, roughly 5% of a population, that's going to be armed, who already are lunatics with guns. How are they supposed to defend themselves? I don't want to see any more school shootings. What I want to see is a security officer on the door of a school with a gun,
They have
ready to blow
security
it.
officers. They have
ready
people
to do
trained.
that.
They have people with guns in the schools. They have all these people there.
And I want to be able to see
It's still
citizens.
happening.
That school in Texas didn't have it.
No.
And the cops were kept outside for an hour.
Which was ridiculous. They pepper sprayed the
outside for an hour.
parents. They pepper.
Yeah.
I don't understand what happened there.
One parent drove from a half an hour away at her job, left her job. The second she heard it, just sprinted out to the car, drove a half an hour through wherever the town was. Don't know how busy traffic being, all that crack. Got there, got detained in those fucking zip tie handcuffs. Got out of it, and pepper sprayed as well. Got out of it. Got over the fucking fence. Got her 2 kids out. Had them home before they realised that these 2 kids weren't here. Oh,
Right.
they must be dead. So they called her mother, their mother, said it to her, and she's like, my kids are with me.
Yeah.
What's the final number of the? Was it 19?
I didn't.
I can't remember.
There's a
Which
lot
is
of people in one go.
horrific. I cannot
There's
imagine.
been over 300 shootings this year alone in America since January.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the numbers, they always like look at Chicago. Like that's just gang
How many school
violence.
shootings
like.
in Ireland the last 6 months?
There's been more lives saved by guns than taken with guns. This is my argument.
Yeah, but America's a gun country.
Where's your proof
It
on
is.
that?
There's
Who gave that
statistics.
statistic?
I can absolutely pull up the statistics afterwards.
Then
but there's
guns
more.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
see,
have a
Brazil-
gun.
Not
It's
everybody.
guns
Not
for
for the nut
everybody.
jobs.
Even this way, right? So we all know someone who's a homophobic. They'd happily shoot to kill people. Simple as. Because they don't like their lifestyle choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
just
saying-
somebody. That's an ideological
Yeah, and you're
crazy
saying
person.
give everyone a gun.
Okay. So then what should happen is gay people should be armed with guns as well, because if that asshole comes after them, they should be able to defend
It's
themselves.
not about the groups of people, right? In America, it's a right. And my only thing is you can't take that right away because it's a right. So you have to kind of legislate around the right. Like put in classifications. Like what's a personal defense weapon? What's an assault weapon? What's a hunting weapon?
Yeah, they shouldn't have assault weapons. That
But they're not assault weapons. They're single fire.
no, the A was not AK.
AR-15,
AR-15.
single fire.
Yes, I still think they should be taken off the market because of that whole fucking Las Vegas shit that happened there.
That was guy. They were all fully automatic weapons.
Okay,
and there was 2 shooters.
Are automatic weapons illegal over in America? I think
Yeah.
they are. It's only
Yeah,
the,
Certain
yeah.
states.
the army are and
Certain
the
states
police.
you're allowed full auto.
Well,
I think it's 17
What's,
states you're still allowed a full auto.
What's one of those one of the open carry states?
Florida.
The dude just like literally same guy every day walks around the police station, as you were saying, AK in one hand, gun strapped to his back. I'm pretty sure there was one dude walking around with a fucking
Is there
rocket
any
launcher at
state
one stage.
in America where guns are illegal?
New York.
Illegal.
New York City, you're not allowed to have a gun. You can have a gun in New Jersey. You can't have a gun in New York City.
Okay, and has crime dropped there? Is there any?
No, it's steadily.
Are
devolving
people
into a
still
shithole.
getting shot?
Yes.
So
I think it's just the city of New York, though. The state is different.
I think it's one of
you've
those.
been.
Loads, yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah, but like, look at the topic of poverty.
Yeah.
How do we fix that? We don't. It's one of those big, massive fuck up problems that humans have created, and it's here to stay. It's a
Well, I
here to
think-
stay problem.
What's that? The guy, the redhead guy, Bill Burr. He once famously said, "If you want to get rid of guns in America, to make people go crazy about guns, just give a gun to every black person, and you watch how many white people go, no, it's time to ban guns," which is very, very true.
The NRA robbed that joke as well.
Did they?
Yeah, because it was like 2 American patriots loving their guns, and then there was like another guy. Yeah, I love the NRA.
Yeah, but they're just fucking money making,
those
billionaire pieces of shit.
It's a fucked up subject, man.
Yeah,
Because there's countries where people have loads of guns and they're cool. Like, is it Sweden? You can own a machine gun, but you can't have a loud exhaust in your car.
Okay, I don't know about other countries having weapons. But I do see the ERU flying around here quite a lot. The ERU, is that it?
Yeah, there was, and
Yeah,
there's
they're the
armed
ones. They're
response,
the guys with the guns.
ARU, yeah.
ARU. So, do you think that our police officers in this country should be armed?
No, yeah, well, because there's criminal gangs with guns. You
Yeah.
need guards with guns to stop them.
There is armed guards, though.
Yeah,
but there's only a unit. There's only
No,
a unit.
there's well enough of them. It's just they're kind of hidden out of view because a lot of people complain
if you
about
can-
seeing
have
guns around the
firearms.
place.
But if you can give the army guns, why not give our police force guns?
You can't. They don't need guns
Why?
because they could get themselves in a situation where the gun is taken off them and used against them. Which has happened.
Georgianchenko.
What?
Georgianchenko.
Yeah, but the first guards that dealt with him weren't armed. That situation.
You know who
escalated.
Georgianchenko is?
No.
The black guy who ran at the guys with a knife in Dublin and they shot
No,
him dead.
he's not the black guy that ran it. He's the guy that ran it.
No, he's the black guy.
It had nothing
Yeah,
to do with
That's
the
what
colour of his
that's
skin.
what they ran with in the news.
That was
That was the
headline.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what happened. It was a guy lunged at a guard with a knife and he got shot. What
Yeah.
did he fucking expect? It had nothing to do with race. That was a guy.
And the guard
acting
needed
about
to
it.
be armed. If he wasn't armed with a gun at that stage, he was dead.
No, he could have stabbed and be a big
Or
pile
dead.
Or dead. He ran the risk of personal injury in the line of duty.
Well, I feel like this argument's fallen flat on its face.
Yes,
because,
it's a horrible, serious subject.
It is. But, you know, I do feel that these topics do need to be spoken about because there's so many misconceptions
I
around
agree.
guns.
They do need to be talked about, but the fact that we talked about it and kind of agreed we wouldn't talk about it again.
Yeah.
No, we never
Just to
agreed
be-
that.
It's
I
a
never
way-
agreed that.
I feel like it's a complete waste of time argument or talking
Yeah,
about
hold on.
because
No,
it's
here's
just-
here's the thing. But the show isn't about me. It's not about you or Shamey the Bear or Daniel. It's about the people who are watching and who are listening to us.
Stop
they're
watching
listening,
us.
They're listening
The fuck is your problem?
They're listening to an argument where they probably have, you know, either agree with me or the lads, you know, and they're probably getting informed on things that they didn't know about. Like what I just asked the question about New York. You know, when
Right.
you guys said New York, they don't have guns over there. I'm sure there's plenty of our audience who are going, oh, I didn't know that either.
No, I think it's the city of New York. To be
It's the
fair.
city of New
Yeah,
York.
the city,
Okay.
the state is different.
But we need to educate people, and this is why arguments like this are necessary, because we may disagree with each other, but at the end of the day, the information is to be still true.
Yeah, but I'm even worried about the
thought
fact
we were
guards are
gonna
getting
say we'll all still
tasers.
like each other. I was going to say that's fucking bullshit.
Oh, what was that?
I thought you were going to say, and we'll all still like each other at the end of the day. I was going to.
Oh no! What I said about him earlier on was they're going to roll around that floor naked afterwards with oil all over.
Oh,
us.
we're putting the camera staying on for that.
Yeah, but we'll have to go wide shot for you. So.
How would you feel about guards
Oh, I'm
getting
not getting
tasers,
involved in
lads?
that.
Guards with tasers.
It's something that you can abuse.
I've been tased by one, and they
So
do
have I.
abuse it.
Oh, with the guards?
Yeah.
They don't have tasers. So how
Stop
will you-
rolling around on the floor as they're electrocuting you. Like.
So
I know, yeah. They
some
can
of
cause
them-
heart attacks as well.
Some of them actually do have them.
Did you see
I've been pepper sprayed by them as well when they first got it down home in Kerry.
bad combination? If you pepper spray somebody and then zap them,
It
they can
go
go up in flames.
yeah.
Yeah, they can go
Because it's
fire.
like gas. So I think we'll just end the argument there. We'll be better prepared next week when I give you all 24 hours. 2 days. I'll give you 2 days notice of what we're going to argue about. But we're going to have a proper argument because I'm dying to get this prick. I'm dying to have him.
He's been very low energy the last
Bullshit. Go please watch episode 27 after this and you watch. We were talking about
two. I
immigration.
thought it was 22.
Actually, I think we might do that next week with the Ukrainians because you fucking...
Let them all in.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the Ukrainians, let them in.
Okay, so Syrians?
No.
There you go. There you go. And we move swiftly on from that. Just right down here. Racist Richie.
That could be a segment.
So what I wanted to do was move on to the funny bits, but first do my spoiler for Better Call Saul. So fuck you all. I don't really care if you watch it or not.
Does he die?
No, there's one person and it gets their brains blown out. Oh, he's telling me not to do it. Can you hear this? Yeah, so there's like one famous lawyer in it. Lawyer? How
Was
do
it
they
the
say
chick?
it? Lawyer. The dude. He owns Hamill McGill's. He's the big millionaire in it. Mm-hmm. He gets his head blown out in the last episode. Like just out of nowhere, brains all over the place. So that one's for you guys.
Spoilers and all.
That's it.
And if you don't watch the show, like me, you won't have a fucking clue who he's on about.
No, I don't even know what the show is.
You should watch it. It's actually not bad. It's a continuation of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
find
then I'm
Breaking Bad
lost.
great
Because
either.
Breaking Bad was shite.
No, it's much better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's
No,
more gory.
I've heard that shape before.
Which one?
if you get through this many episodes, the show's brilliant. Fuck off.
It took me 8 years to watch Breaking Bad. 8 years.
That's bad.
Yeah, because it was so... look, it wasn't bad. It was boring and slow.
Yeah, that's literally what we said.
And I agreed with you when you said that.
But like,
Better Call Saul, not.
I've tried watching Breaking Bad 5 times now. I think I tried once with Claire, and usually myself and Claire would watch absolute rubbish on TV. We watched a movie called Valhalla years ago.
Ugh, it was awful.
The Women of Valhalla.
Piss. It was the only movie we can still say to this day, 12 years into our relationship, that we have not finished because it is that fucking
we had a
bad.
film we wish we finished.
What is it?
Wish we didn't finish. Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler.
So shit.
Oh my god, it's
Adam
the
Sandler's
worst film ever.
Shite.
It's,
He's
that's,
so
that's,
shite.
that's at the stage when Adam Sandler was just going, I'm Adam Sandler, I can do what the fuck I want.
He's also a
and you'll
dick
watch
as
it.
well.
And he's the same character
Asshole.
in every...
No, this one
fucking
he
shite.
played a character in this, but Jesus, it was just the
What's
worst.
the one where he had a sister and he was playing her?
Uh,
Oh, Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Oh my god. And then Click.
Click.
He had a movie called
Click was
with our
good.
nose.
Or he slapped his face off Dave.
I farted in his face. It tastes like someone shit in my mouth. Yes.
It was good in bits, but again, that wasn't one of the movies he wrote. It
He
was,
just has a face you want to punch.
yeah, he does. But like when he started writing movies with the 6 guys that are in every fucking movie with him.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Grown Ups.
Yeah, like Grown Ups was good. Grown Ups 2 was just, hey, we made loads of money. Let's fucking do this again, lads.
It's the main
Is there a third part?
I have
Anyone?
no idea.
Probably. It's coming, you know.
Which? Third
Is there a
part?
third part of Grown Ups? Is there Grown Ups 3?
Probably.
there
Is it
a
true?
second
Who
one?
cares?
Is it true that Irish people can't say third?
Apple?
Third. You stick your tongue out.
Third.
We say third like a lump of
We
shit.
go
I said
33.
But you can speak with elocution
33,
and
mate.
say
Stick the
third.
tongue out. 33 and a third.
Yeah, but then you feel ridiculous going 33 and a third.
Your
It
teeth
feels
hate
stupid.
33 and a
33 and a
third.
Whereas when let's hear you do it with the emphasis on the
33 and a third.
yeah, this is too sexual.
33 and a third.
33 and a third.
33 and a third.
That's the only time the Kerry accent would come out.
33 and a third.
So yeah, you sound the most normal out of a lot of them.
Okay, because I lived in Canada and I had to fix these things.
I'm
by
a
myself.
dub, so it's going to sound 33 and a third.
43 and a third.
What I've noticed is Dublin people replace the letter I with U.
Third.
Or the Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching the Terminator
Terminator.
last night. Dude, like fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Good film, though.
There's actually some fucking video on YouTube about the accents throughout the whole lot of Ireland and just slight little subtle changes, and it's
Yes.
quite good.
Yeah, but Dublin is just like Dublin and Liverpool have their own kind of.
We're so diversified though in this country because you
When it
only
comes
have to go
accents, yeah.
10 miles out the road
And it's
and
different.
you haven't a clue what these people are saying. Daniel just looked around him as if something was happening. What was that, Daniel?
I just thought I saw something, but it was nothing.
Okay.
Haunted.
Like the spider we saw out in the hall.
I never seen that spider. That spider's a legend.
We got a spider.
It's an urban myth.
So what happened was
Ooh, urban myths.
I was
That's a
was the
good one.
first
It was the first
podcast.
First podcast.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And we
It was
were
number
all
54.
no, this was the first
Pride Talk.
Pride Talk
Longer
podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was leading the guys out of the building. You know, this is the way out.
Fuck off.
And you're
And apparently Shelob come out from the staircase and ran
your
at the guys.
your
apparently.
other half.
He's seen it.
He went, "Oh, a spider," and me.
He went.
I went and screamed and literally
all the
jumped
gays
back.
are just standing there being like, yeah.
Yes,
And what's the problem.
We're dramatic. We're dramatic.
But in fairness, it was a big fucking spider.
A legend.
Maybe used to be out
Did
spider
your
webs.
partner say it was a
He
big
said it was
spider?
like, do you know one of those with big long legs and quite small bodies?
The ones that
Yeah.
terrify my wife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those ones.
What did
yeah.
you say there, Richie?
To be well used to their spider webs.
Who?
The gays.
Spider webs. I don't get that.
Jeez.
Ah, I get it. Oh, yeah,
That's what straight men are involved in.
Making a mess.
what do you do after you? Is it tissue into the toilet, or do you?
Oh, it just depends, to be honest with you.
Jesus
where I am.
Christ, Aiden. I
That's
can't
just the
imagine
answer
him
to that.
ever doing that.
He just said it just depends.
Well, what was the last one?
Flinging it away.
No, I've never done that. Jesus.
You've never, even when you were younger.
No.
I remember specifically like lying in bed and fucking going nuts, and then I would go
Literally.
like I would just flick it, but it'd be in pitch black, of course.
So you
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
have
disgusting.
a fucking
And
clue.
I would wait to hear the, and I'm going, yeah, it landed about there. But of course, we had He-Man and She-Ra on the wallpaper.
Imagine
Remember?
putting a blue light in his room. Even now.
Oh,
blue
a
light in
blue
that
light in
fucking room there
here.
at the
Just
front.
a blue light in here.
Oh God. Sorry, freaked out.
Welcome
Okay.
to it, Daniel.
But we had He-Man and She-Ra on the wallpaper, and we got a pen, and we drew like fucking vaginas on She-Ra. And I'd literally sit there as like a 13-year-old going, yeah, I'd say black light, even to this day, it must be crusted to the wall.
It's showing up from under the paint.
They're the new owners trying to get the wallpaper off. Not a fuck of it.
It's like Zyklon B, it has a half-life.
So, that actually, a question on it. Have you been caught before?
Wanking. Oh, I have a
Yeah.
great caught wanking story.
Oh, please do.
So, this is a true story. Mav, you listen, I'm sorry, but I have to tell the story.
Oh God.
I came home from school, and I think it was about 13 years of age. And my mother would have dinner
Nothing like though coming home from school. Wank was great.
during lunch.
Not during lunch. No,
So
when I
we
came home.
we used to go home for a lunch break,
That's pretty
and
dope,
my
eh?
mother would have the lunch out at the table, and I went, today I'm going to run up for a quick wank. Ran up the stairs, sat on the edge of the bed, trousers around the ankles, and lay back, and I'm just jerking away, and fell asleep in the middle of a wank.
Oh my God! Stop.
And my mother was
Been
like,
the most boring thought in your head.
well, my mother was like, where is he? He should be going back to school now. And walked into the room, and
Sleep with your lad in your hand.
Christ,
My God.
unconscious with my fucking lad in my hand. But when I woke up, I was still erect. Like, it was still hard, and I'm going, this is not a situation I want to be in.
Oh, I'd die.
Hi, Mom.
I'd die.
Sorry about that, man.
I've never been caught, though. Never.
No.
By anybody.
No. To be honest, no.
My ex caught me a few times lying beside her.
Oh, that's different.
That's apparently very common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
very
it with
common.
lads doing that?
I don't know.
Just jizz on them while they're asleep.
And like, would they not wake up? Does the bed not start going?
There you go.
Like,
What's
when
that
you're,
there?
like,
Wait,
90?
what was that?
Yeah,
Richie,
that's very
you
common,
have to have a caught masturbating story.
No, I've never caught master.
You, of all people?
I swear I'm too
Some-
sneaky.
Actually, yeah, you are a very sneaky motherfucker, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Sneaky wanks.
where is the most, I wouldn't say
My favourite
awkward
thing
place.
to do is a stealth piss.
You've said this before.
Yeah, I learned off Anthony O'Reilly, man. What a move.
What the fuck is a stealth piss?
So you just say you're lying out in summer fields having a crack with the boys all drinking, and you're lying down in a big open public area like a park or something.
Right.
Just roll away from the crowd, unzip your lad, stay lying down, and pull back your foreskin and pee away from yourself, but at a low angle so nobody can see it, and just lie there.
Oh, so it flies along the top of the grass.
So it
or
flies
something,
away
or
from
whatever.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Make
Does
sure
that
you're
eventually
okay.
roll back? Or,
Not
you
if
know,
you're uphill.
That just sounds like a lot of effort to me.
what did you have to do?
Get
that
up
for?
Just
behind the
roll
tree
over
and
and
go
do
for a
it.
piss.
It's amazing when you're drunk because you just gotta roll over, have a piss,
So you
and
drank
roll
in a lot
back
of
into the
fields.
group.
Oh, so you have to roll over into your side.
You have to roll away from the group and not tell anybody what you're
Then
doing.
does the group not be like, why is he suddenly turned his back to us?
And have his hand on his dick.
Yeah, but like you have your phone out and then you roll
This
back
sounds
over.
to me
it.
like you have an idea of what this is, but it's not really what
No,
it
I've
is.
done it. I've done it so many times.
Haven't been caught.
No, I've been caught. But well, I've explained myself. I said, what were you doing rolling over? I was having a stealth piss.
Oh, well, okay. I got you. That's all right.
So where is, I wouldn't say most exciting place, but where's the weirdest place you've ever had a wank? Richie.
Oh, come back to me.
Okay. Shamey the bear.
Can't remember wank, but the weirdest place I had sex was in a roundabout.
What?
Was there traffic?
Yes.
Okay, so, and you were full on,
Oh, yeah.
so you didn't care. Obviously you were drunk or something,
I was 17
right?
and, yeah, drunk. In the middle of the day down in Tralee in Manor Park Shopping Village. There's a small little roundabout where the bushes kind of go the bushes go up. And me and this girl who...
Was there still the flowers on it? Were you in the middle?
Yeah. You know the one. You know the one.
You would have got away with it.
It's so like, you know, we kind of had to time it perfect. There was no cars coming in this roundabout. It's a very small roundabout.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And it can be very quiet.
Secluded in the middle.
Yeah. So went up, through it, and then we had to kind of like wait. So we were like, after the deed was done, just lying on our backs, just staring up. 17-year-old Sean is still as awkward as fuck.
You got your virginity?
No, I was 16 and I can't remember.
I can't remember.
You can't
Did I
losing
even
your
lose
virginity?
it?
Everybody knows who they lost their virginity to.
My fella's in a throuple. The guy that I lost mine to, he's like married to 2 different men.
What?
Yeah.
Scandal.
We're still friends on Facebook, and I just seen his ceremony with his
Just
2 husbands, and I was
randomly.
like, oh, he's really progressive.
Was he an older guy?
He was an older guy, actually. Yeah, he was.
And is he the oldest in the trouble?
He's the only ginger in the throuple, and the 2 other guys look very alike, but they're like tanned and dark like me, so he must have had a type. But he's, I don't know what the ages are, but it was very interesting, and I sent it to my friends' group chat because they all knew my story, and they're like, oh my god, this is insane. I was like, yeah,
So,
that could be you. My virginity's in a throuple.
so strangest place you've ever...
To be honest with you, I can't think of anywhere exciting. I'm very situational. I have to be in a certain way to be able to do one.
Really?
It has to be
Yeah,
right. Candles
yeah.
face,
Like, no,
you know.
I just like, I always have to be lying down. I can't be standing. Any of that
I
shit. I
can-
can't do any of that stuff.
And really, I've masturbated so
no.
many times.
See,
standing
I
up.
haven't had a standing wank in years.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No, it's
Have you
standing
tried
wank
sitting
is
on the
superior.
toilet doing it? It's
Oh,
really
so
awkward.
That's apparently very common, but I've never done that.
Yeah, I'd done it when I was younger, and I was like, no, this just hurts your ass.
Yeah,
You know,
I've never done that.
Just go in and lie down on the bed. But the most awkward place I wouldn't say awkward, but
Sorry,
I had
do
2
you want us-
wanks.
Do you want us to answer the question?
One was down at the canal. We were fishing, me, my brother, and my friends, and we were fishing. And I went, I'll be back in a few minutes. I went down, and I was lying in the reeds, and like a man and a woman walked by. I just wasn't expecting them.
Oh, Jesus fucking.
And they were like, "You little pervert!" I was only about,
You little pervert, get out of here!
I was only about 14, 15 years of age at the time. And the second place was on my way to school. And I had to travel from Clondalkin to Ballyfermot, and I had to get the 78A.
Hey.
And at that time in the morning, there would be very little on the bus.
So you did it in the back seat.
Backseat up the top of the bus, jerking away.
Seen that happen before, but didn't do it.
Yeah.
The guy driving the bus went, "Can you please stop doing that?"
On camera, yeah.
Fucking
my
cameras
God.
and
I jump
mirrors
out the
and
bus the
everything.
window.
I had to walk past that man to get off at my bus stop.
You should have flung it in his face.
I was gonna say that.
I
Just
saved
throw
it
it
for
at him.
you.
You know, that screen there, just right on the full screen. But the worst part of it was, I was so embarrassed by the situation. I'm like, you have to get off the bus, you have to get off the bus. I missed my stop by about 6 stops. I ended up like near the city centre somewhere because I just didn't want to get off the bus. And I thought, maybe more people get on the bus, then I'd sneak out with them when they're getting off the bus. But
So you're
nobody.
the original bus wanker.
I'm the original bus wanker. Yeah.
Literally.
So that's the weirdest places I've wanked. Oh, but I've wanked everywhere. I wanked to the back of
We
my...
fucking know.
My weirdest
stop.
place, inside an old airplane.
Oh. Okay.
And what brought you to this old airplane?
It was in like this old museum yard thing we went down to work at for Halloween.
Like an
And
airplane.
I disappeared for a little while, and
A museum.
Did what you had to do.
yeah, like full of like tanks.
Have you ever
and
caught
planes.
anyone wanking actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Him.
once. Oh, really?
Do you remember? This is a brilliant story.
So this place is CCTV'd out the fucking arse.
Yes.
You cannot.
Oh, is that what you were saying? I look like a fucking school shooter on the way.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Okay.
You got to bring that energy with you. The one that everybody picked on.
So,
But
I actually was super picked on as a kid.
something happened in here, and we wanted to see on the cameras what it
I
was.
electrocuted myself.
Yeah, he absolutely lit himself up, changed one of the lights. Like, yeah, like all the lights went out.
Blue sparks all over the works.
But I went scrolling through the security cameras, and he was like, "Oh," and I was like, as if I'm going to land right on it, and I did. I landed right on what looked like him trying to beat a naked rat into his mangina.
Yeah. The one place he clicked on the whole time
Was
I
it a back view or a front view?
Front view,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
top down.
Yeah.
Just him naked and drunk, wanking away. Like.
But there's like 24 hours in the timeline, and you can click anywhere.
I
in
literally
those-
just clicked first click on a random part of the bar, and
Yeah.
it was him.
And me hammering tongs at myself.
I hate drunk wanking though, because it doesn't really go anywhere.
so
and you keep falling
awkward.
asleep, and you wake up and you start again, and you fall back asleep, and you wake up and you're still this, and then you just,
I've only learned this, that you actually fall asleep during the drunk wanking.
Yeah, you do.
It's not a nice experience because you go. Have you ever had one of those wanks though? By the way, where you're going, I'm not in the humour of a wank, but I'll crack one out on anyway. Yeah. And then you're going, fuck it, you go fucking super fast, and you're going, right, job done. Now I can sit down and relax. I have to have one before I go to sleep. It's like my nightly medication. I have to have one.
So, yeah, so it's,
A
some
lot of
people have
people
it
do
built
that.
into their little rhythm.
They do.
thing. But
Brain fart.
brain fart. Yeah, I had a fucking great thing. Gone.
Well, I'll tell you one more story.
Oh,
Okay, go on.
sorry. Happened to me before. Mrs. was away. Kids were gone out for the day. I had to clean the house. They'd be back at 4. It was like 10 in the morning. I was like, oh. Sneaky wank. Woke up at 5 to 4. I was like, no.
Devastated.
I hate that.
Day gone. It happened so many
My
times. man.
masturbation day was ruined.
If I don't have anything to do, and I've masturbated.
Or you get a phone call mid wank, and you're like,
yeah.
You've
do I
done
not?
that to me.
Well, not answered.
No, you rang me with mid wank.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ruins
No, but
it.
in fairness, I've
Guys have
said.
done a lot together.
I know, you have no idea. You seen me wanking. I didn't even know that you saw my penis. You said it last week.
It looked like someone trying to beat a dead naked rat into a mangina.
Okay, fair enough.
I just pictured that, and it was not.
It looks like a walnut whip.
The mole rat.
Oh my god, a big crusty top.
Imagine, no,
Oh,
just take the
stop.
walnut whip off. It's all foreskin. It just like kind of rolls down like a little mountain, like a mole poking out of a
All I'm
fucking.
picturing is like the fucking mole from Kim Possible that Ron used to carry around with. That's all I'm picturing. Rupert. That's all I'm fucking pitching.
So I'm going to tell you
Two
an
big
embarrassing
buck
story.
teeth coming out of it.
Embarrassing stories usually mean you're embarrassed about it. I wasn't embarrassed about this, but it did
You're not
happen
embarrassed about
nonetheless.
anything.
So, years ago when I was in a relationship, like with this girl for 14 years, we had kids, blah, 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 blah. We were going to Blackpool on holiday. Didn't have a video camera. So we asked one of her friends for a loan of their video camera.
Oh.
And they said, yeah, no problem. So we took the video camera. And when I got back from holidays, I just forgot to give the camera back. But what I didn't forget to do was, I wonder what I look like wanking on the fucking camera.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So I'm sitting there fucking jerking off.
Ah.
And then I
get it back to them.
gave the camera back with the tape still in it. May God strike me dead.
And did the whole family sit down to watch?
May God strike me dead. Does the granny, I swear to you, I don't think I'm lying, I get evidence
shit.
for this.
Oh, God.
But the granny was in the room with this family. And they were sitting down watching, and they pressed play because that was the last place I left off. Because what happened was I had the wank, and I decided to look back on it, and I went, that's not impressive whatsoever. So I pressed stop. So it just happened to be in the wanking section. And that came on the TV in front of everybody. And needless to say, those people never spoke to us again. Never, ever spoke to us again.
Oh, shit.
Can you blame them?
I just couldn't stop. She was on the phone to me, screaming at me, calling me all perverts under the sun, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
Then again, I
don't want
suppose it was
to
supposed
out
to be
him.
for your private use. Like, you know, you forgot to take the tape out.
Exactly.
I don't want to out him, but I think it was one of my brothers used somebody's phone. He was texting him, he was sending dick pics, and he thought he'd deleted them.
Nice.
But they were just looking through their phone one day. There's all these pictures of Rick penis.
Here's an unusual story. Dicks never get men out of trouble. True or false?
False. When someone wants the ride and you give it to them, you're
No,
out of trouble.
out of trouble.
Oh, out of trouble.
Out of trouble. So you're in a nasty situation. How does your dick get you out of that situation?
It doesn't.
About a year ago, I was driving through the town and there wasn't a tap of anything on the car. No insurance, no tax, nothing on the car. And like, please don't get stopped, please don't get stopped. And what did I come across? A guarded checkpoint. Oh no, what will I do? I can't turn around because they will follow you. So I said, fuck it, I'll just go through. Hopefully they'll let me away with it. So the guard says to me, I pulled up and he says, have you got your driver's license? And I didn't. So I said, I have a copy of it in my phone. But I had just sent a dick pic previously to this guy asking me for it. Yeah, to Richie. So I said to him, hold on. I said, I'll show you now. And I done that and my dick just popped up on the phone.
Oh, God.
May God strike me dead. The guard just went, nope. And walked off. Walked off and let me drive through that checkpoint.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Dick got me out of fucking
There you
trouble.
go.
Yeah, well, it got me out of trouble once. It gets me into trouble more fucking times.
So an accidental dick got you out of trouble.
Yeah.
So note to self, everyone put a dick pic on your phone in case the guards stop you and show that to them
picture.
instead. But then I saw if a female guard seen that, you'd be fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Probably because they've more to prove. They
Yeah.
probably confiscate
Get
the
out of
phone
car,
off
you
you.
dirty
Oh, yeah.
pervert.
This guy's definitely sending them
Oh,
on the
man,
kids.
you'd be up in front of a judge in a circuit court
Yeah,
for
you would.
sexual
Of course you
assault
would,
in a guard, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's it? Fucking lewd conductors.
Oh, you'd get something.
So every fucking thing can be thrown at you.
She'd be looking at you going, payday.
Right, so we're going to. We've only 4 minutes left.
Ah, fuck 'em.
So we're going to do the last segment, which I started before, and then I never done it in the old Supernatural Dogshit.
Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
Good news.
So the good news segment. Do we call it a segment? Section.
Good news ending.
So basically, we all know about the John Webb telescope.
Oh, yes, we do.
It has arrived.
I was recently reading that.
It has arrived.
What's the John Webb telescope?
It's at its
The
furthest
best
point from
telescope
Ireland.
ever.
It is
Sorry, the world.
Oh, this launched like pre-pandemic.
Yes, it's now 1 million miles outside of the Earth's atmosphere.
So
1 million miles. So basically, they're going to get their first pictures back soon, and they're hoping to see the Big Bang.
wow, imagine if it just got a flat Earth. How raging would everybody be?
But they, in fairness, we've spun the camera around on many things and had a look back at the Earth. It's not flat. No. We can see the sphere.
It ain't.
Yeah, but if you go to a festival, some guy in a tent is going to tell you otherwise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Completely.
Have
out
we
your
all
fucking mind.
seen the pictures back from Mars on the?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Was it Rover 2? No,
It
it's not
looks
Rover
really
2.
miserable there.
It looks like a desert in
It's
America.
It pretty much when
It does
when
not
you
look
can
like
see
another
where
planet.
the water used to be and all that. It kind of there's a theory again.
It's in a dry river valley in America.
Yeah, that it's not even that humans used to live there because it's the fact that we've gone back there so many times.
Apparently, we're all aliens.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
probably. Well, we are aliens to other aliens.
True. To somebody. I'm an alien to someone.
Exactly.
But everybody's a prick to somebody
The
else.
fact that this is fucking this
You're a
is very
prick to
true.
everyone.
I'm just a prick. I just dislike everybody equally. But the fact that this has gone 1 million miles outside the Earth's atmosphere and that we're going to be getting fucking 4K pictures back of the Big Bang, it just blows the fucking mind.
Savage stuff.
But I wonder what we can actually gain from this.
Weren't they getting pictures of black holes and stuff? recently?
Yeah, that.
You can't get a picture of black hole. You get a picture of its.
Event Horizon.
Yes, but that's
It's event horizon, and then there's another word. Fucking.
no, it's Event Horizon.
Yeah, but the light that's been bent around it. Ah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
because
It's gone.
it literally just comes through as a big white circle.
Because there's white holes and black holes.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh,
White
no.
hole. Yeah, check it.
We'll ask our physics expert over here. Daniel, have you ever
I've
heard of a
never
white
heard
hole?
of a white hole.
No,
Well,
me neither.
I haven't. I've never heard of it.
I was watching things.
We all have
There's
it.
white holes.
My brother used to call his hole his rusty sheriff's badge.
Oh my god.
There's an image for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
stars.
You'll never beat the chocolate starfish, man.
No,
Ah.
so or your balloon knot. Have
It
you
does
heard that
look
one?
like a balloon, not to be
It does,
fair.
yeah.
It does, yeah.
And why are women
Yeah.
bleaching their asshole? Is that a thing in the gay community now? They're
Yeah.
bleaching their assholes.
Yeah, we've done it. Yeah.
Why?
That's been for years.
Make
though,
it more
hasn't
aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's
yeah,
it.
I've done Yeah.
So you've bleached your just born?
No,
No.
not really. No.
I mean,
no, if bleach burns, it's on too long.
Yeah.
Have you ever put Veet anywhere you shouldn't put
Yes,
Veet?
I have, and I've left it on too long. And it says like
Don't do it.
10 to 15 seconds. It means
It
10
means,
yeah.
yeah, I'm a pro at feet.
Yeah, I put it on my testicles while in the bath, which was an awkward thing to do because I literally had my fist under my back to raise myself out of the water just so this could
Put it
stay
on.
there
You should have stood.
for about 3 minutes.
Oh, my God.
I could
Lose a layer of
smell
skin.
something burning.
Oh, God.
And I was like, that doesn't smell right. Is that the way it's supposed to do? And I start wiping it. And as I was doing it, like a layer of skin came off with
burnt
the
yourself.
pubes, burned right down to my fucking, what they got, epidermis? Is that what it's called? No, it's not epidermis.
Epidermis is your dermis.
Dermis.
Yeah, ouchies.
Yeah.
Ow.
So on that wonderful bombshell of my Veet experience, actually, hold on, you said you were an expert
In
before
what?
we go in Veet.
Yeah.
So,
What? I
Have
use
you-
it and I've not down there. I've never put it on my ball sack. No.
asshole.
Yes.
But it says on the pack, don't do that.
Just around.
Does
the
it grow
area,
back
but it's-
stubbly?
Kind of. Yeah, kind of like but the way hair grows back after waxing is kind of what I could say. It's kind of like that.
Is that something you do regular? Like,
During the summer.
what's it called? Manscaping?
You don't want a chef's
Manscaping. Yeah, I'm
arsehole.
very much about manscaping.
Are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
My fucking, it's like, poof. It's like an afro.
No, no.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop.
Yeah,
You're disgusting.
It's like a slug hiding
people
among
have
the
gotten
weeds.
lost down
that
there.
gets stuck in
no.
people's teeth.
People have gotten lost down there.
Yeah, I'd say they do. Rotten.
I'm keeping on top of that chick 'cause I had a tiny willy, and then I shaved, and I was like, oh, I'm back to myself.
Yeah, so you need a weed whacker to get in at mine.
Ugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lawnmower 4.0.
Scary movie.
Scary movie. That
See,
was
can we get sponsored by Manscaper?
actually that's a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
One of I was
Send me things.
that's
Okay, you
the
got
Talking
this.
Bollocks podcast. So the guys that do the Talking Bollocks podcast, the two
Okay.
dubs, it's bleeding starting. I'm from Dublin, so they get sponsored by Manscaping something or other, and they send them samples all the time, like ball cream and stuff to
Yeah.
do
The
with.
Lawnmower 4.0 is their huge thing that they're sending people.
But doesn't that take effort to do all of this?
No, this stuff won't cut your nutsack.
Well, see, what I done.
It can shave a coconut.
What I done before was I've done it many times, but I made the mistake of shaving my nuts with a Mac 3.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's
fucking
wrong
hell.
You
with you?
can, but you have to be so slow.
you have to
and
stretch the
careful.
skin out like bat skin, you know,
Yeah.
bat wing.
Yeah, that's a really bored in the bath kind of affair.
No, I'd be standing fucking stretching it out and just like fucking sharpening a razor blade off leather.
I think we've all made that mistake.
You are going to lose a testicle to that someday.
I
No,
have.
he clearly hasn't done it in a while.
He clearly doesn't have testicles.
I have no willy.
Shaving mouse.
Hold on a second.
I have no willy, Aiden.
Episode 7 will say otherwise.
Oh, the
Oh
ball.
yeah, he had the
infamous
biggest
ball
testicles.
measuring.
Yeah.
So who had the biggest testicles, Richie? To say that?
The guy with the testicle implants.
And what was your measurement then? What's the measurement?
Testicle
I have no
hormone
idea.
growth.
What's
You don't remember.
a vernier caliper? or
With the
something?
vernier calipers, and you measured.
And who measured them? Did you measure them yourself?
We
in this
measured them
episode?
ourselves.
With a
Okay.
witness.
With a witness.
Yes,
But like,
okay.
And as Daniel opens his legs.
Measure me now.
they're kind of grape shaped.
These.
Okay.
They're not perfect spheroids, so they're kind of grape
Right.
shaped. So you kind of got it in the narrowest part and measured the longest part.
Okay.
And I had the biggest nuts. But I did cheat. And I did admit to cheating afterwards.
Yeah, you squeezed your nut.
I squeezed my nut as tight as I could, so it would expand out like a balloon. It was agony.
Why do you hate your balls?
No, I don't. I just
Why do you hate your balls?
What have they done to you?
that should be the name of this episode. Why do you hate your balls?
Aiden? Why?
Right, on that wonderful bombshell, I would like to thank the guys for coming in. We have Mr. Richard Quinlan, Shamey the Bear,
Bye, guys.
and Mr. Daniel Boyne.
It's me. Thanks very much, everybody. Yeah.
Shut your
And
face, Aiden.
We will be back
Shut
with
your
you
face, Aiden.
next week at the same time. Good night, lads.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
I don't hear the music. I don't hear the music.